Hi internet, welcome back to the stream. Happy Monday. Or not Monday, Tuesday, I guess, technically. It was the work week Monday, so that's where that came from. Still bad at remembering what fucking day of the week it is. But happy 2023. It is indeed, for a lot of people, I think, the start of a new week. So if that was you, I hope it wasn't too bad and there weren't 50,000 things to catch up on. I actually found that I just need to read some papers and organize where the fuck I left off in December, so it wasn't that bad. I just need to finish actually doing all the stuff. On the bright side, we're supposed to get a shitload of rain. Too much rain, flooding levels of rain. So people are working from home tomorrow. So that's where I'm gonna catch up tomorrow, is at home in my pajamas, not outside. Also, don't really understand why, but every time the streaming start ends, you randomly get prepared for a FNAF jump scare. I don't respond well to horror, so I'm not going to do that to you guys. If I was perhaps a more evil streamer, maybe I shall become that evil later in my life, but right now it's just a nice, smooth transition to me. The jump scare all on its own, really. But Sloran, thank you for the deck code. I think I also have one from you yesterday that I did not play because you had headed out for the evening. Also, Florida Man Dan, hello. What's up, bruh? I see that you have given me more push-ups to do, so I will do those in a second. Let me just steal this deck code, though, before it leaves chat. I have to go hunt it down again, even though there's technically a channel point redeem thing that I could just check off. But I forget that that's things I don't do very often. Let me go do some push-ups. Drop and 5. I am thinking about moving my setup in a little bit, among other big changes. But there's, if I do, I'll point it at the floor. I'll point it in a direction that you can just see the floor, so you don't have to do this. I tilt my camera hullabaloo every 50 seconds. Or however long that cooldown is. Okay. Here we go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shallow, but okay. They're not great, but they're okay. We're gonna go with okay. Alright, let's start with some deck submissions. I also had an idea. I think probably someone else has tried this already. For your own good, don't play it. Are you sure? Are you sure you want me to just throw your 150 points in the drain? Because I can do it. Is it worse than anything that's already here, to be fair? But I had an idea. And I will be trying to do this idea at some point in the stream, though we will get to our submissions first. So here's my thought. Ball cooks, which I did not mean to put in all caps either, or not spell it that way either. That's not it. Ball cooks, our favorite weapon, our favorite eyeball, however I fucking spell that. This one. Oh, it's with a K. Forgot that it was with a K. This one gets impact for spell mana spent. Here's my thought. I was thinking about what refills spell mana. There are a lot of things that do. There's Eager Apprentice, there's smaller things, there's Attune as a mechanic. However, the thing that refills a shitload of spell mana is, and unlimitedly, technically, refills spell mana, is Avatar of the Tides. So my thought is to build some kind of Balkux Avatar OTK by waiting to be able to cast both Avatar and Balkux. You only know Balkux. You only know the lowercase version. The uppercase version is a different dude. Is a different person. So I wanted to try it. Maybe we will have to do it versus AI, or dare I say normals. But if we're gonna meme out, it's probably versus AI. Unless some very nice person lets me try and set up my OTK. We've gotten pursuited. Surely I can sneak out a 20 impact ball cooks before anybody has a vengeance on hand or any other kind of strike, because the ball cooks itself is not. It's not the biggest dude, is it? Ironic for its name, but it is not. It's a 7/9. If it was a 12 HP unit, if it was Naga NECA, I would be so much more prone to thinking that it would survive all of this, but it's not that. So I need to keep it above dying, and I also need to keep Avatar above dying, and we're gonna probably be doing Bilgewater. I don't know what region. It's Balkux is also Belgium is Bandle Bilgewater. It locks me out of a lot of P and Z spells that I was hoping to potentially run. So we'll see how it goes. But anyway, that's something that I would like to at least poke at this evening. We'll see how that does. Transform Plunder deck. Yeah, sure, I can build one of those. Florida Man, I'm adding you to the queue here. Transform Plunder. Plunder deck. So we could run, it's gotta be some kind of knock attack frame for that, for sure. I played knock attack a long time ago, not super recently. I accidentally closed my submission sheet. Whoops. It's fun. It is very fun when it goes off. Let's import this new deck from Slorn, though, at least. Viewer. Slorn. Bandle P and Z. Jinx of some sort. This is not a champion strength deck. Incredible. Also, homework anxiety. Hello and welcome back. Also, Tatsigi. Hello, Rancher. How are you? The Ramuses, they roll to you to say hello and greeting, as they do to you all, of course. This is the Ramuses are quite friendly. If they try to lick your crotch, just put the head down with a firm no. We are also having weather difficulties, tornado watches and whatnot. Yeah, we're about to have some massive flooding, and they are also like, yeah, winds can go up to 70 miles an hour, and I'm just like, I don't want to go outside of my home, so I'm gonna try not to if I can. The throw the deck away that I gave you yesterday if you think it's too much or too over. You know what, let's take a look at both and see what we got. Then we do have a request from Florida Man Dan, and then I shall build my Balkux OTK, you know, just because I want to OTK somebody with balls. That's all. That's literally all. Okay. Oh damn it. The frame for my alt key has decided to start coming off the alt key constantly, because the plastic cracked, and occasionally I'll just reach over to type and it'll just be like dangling off the keyboard. Unfortunate. Stay in there, buddy. Anyway, we don't have CS, so don't hate me. That's it. That's the whole title. I don't, it's true. We're not one of the Demacia players right now. Yeah, oh yeah, stay safe yourself as well. If you're living in an area where there's about to be some questionable weather, I do wish you well. Stay safe, stay inside if you can, and take care of yourselves. Stock up, be safe. Also, never mind, Florida Man Dan made the deck. I just have the code here, actually. Fan-fucking-tastic. Oh man, I still have transposition. Can you imagine? I still have transposition fucking J4 up in my deck code lists. Oh, transposition J4. Looked up 70-mile-per-hour winds on YouTube and wow. Yeah, I'm not fucking excited. I'm not excited. Also, thank you for the drop and give me 5 requests. One moment. Just live king people with my Balkux, L 2023 January 4th, Wednesday at oh man, you got the exact time and everything. Yes, this is how we're going to head into 2023, which is to say we're just gonna constantly choose violence. Sympathy for other people is overrated, just murder them. Official stream advice. Bird, Scrap Heap, Yordle Squire, Flame Chompers, Mystic Shot, Pokestick, Scrappies, Parts of Palooza, Squeaker, Bilge Rat Rascal, Get Excited, Scavenged Camo Cloaker, Wandering Shepherd, Jinx, and Rumble. So we've got Improvise upon the Rumble, potentially. I know that the Noxus version just regularly runs the Overwhelm weapon. Jinx is there for discarding, and we have a lot of discarding. And we also got Camo Cloaker for presumably also Rumble. And his spell shield. This is going to be interesting and fun. I do owe push-ups, though. Let me go provide another 5. I can count. Truly, every stream is just a series of "can I count today?" questions, and sometimes the answer is fucking no. Link jinxed Lulu, but Rumble killed Lulu and hid her behind the dumpster. See, Rumble's in the theme of the stream already. Murder! Okay, down here again, and over here. And here we go. Hey, 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 hey. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah. Those weren't as good, I'll actually admit. Those weren't as good. Okay. Here we go. Readjusting that. You once again have that little orange, that random orange halo above my lights. And where the fuck is this way? This way. That orange light right there. It's once again the light from the street lamps shining very weirdly on a tree outside the window. But it makes this bright orange, like, moon-like thing, which is weird. Anyway, enjoy the sights. Where the fuck did I put that? There it is. Here it is. Yeah. Let's stick with the Poros. We can be cute. Speaking of, by the way, because it reminded me of the Poro Cup, there will be another tournament coming up soon-ish. Not in the month of January. We are thinking to shoot for doing some kind of fun Valentine's Day tournament. Probably not on Valentine's Day because it's in the middle of the fucking week. Maybe more like the 12th or something like that. But that is also in the works. Kitten and Glass and I have been talking about it. We're gonna do it again! Woo! All over again. Time for another 8-hour double bracket. Though we will be thinking about that as well. Can't wait for the Chip Cup. Chip Cup's actually a pretty good name, not gonna lie. Rocktera Dude, hello, welcome back. How's it going? That's just Nightfall, right? Yeah, it's just Nightfall. Okay, let's do some stuff. Let's just take one of those. Doesn't matter. We have discard targets. I have a very early hand. Hopefully we can draw into something useful here. Diana is probably not killable. Valentine's Day, one deck has to be a lover's deck. Lucian Senna, Cat Garen, Diana Leona. Yep. We had the exact same thought. There are so many. There are so many just fun potential fucking decks that we could go for. On the Beaufort win scale, 70 Maya Parens is a category force 11. The scale only goes up to 12. That's a little eye-opening. The fact that the limits of we hit the limits of human observation a tad bit is a bit alarming. I can manifest so many things once I stop discarding them. Hooray! You are manifesting. I don't have anything to cast this turn. Let's just take Shadow Tech, baby. I can make another one, or I can just cast my bird. Maybe let's just cast a bird. Burbo? Burbo time. I still deal 4, even if one doesn't resolve. So let's do that. So they've lost to Diana. They do have Nightfall triggered this turn. They don't use the Nightfall that they triggered this turn. I have currently no means of drawing, but by gosh darn it, I will be making fucking Mecha Yordles. I have put one goal in this apparently to make Mecha Yordles into infinity. I'm gonna do this. I could cast Shadow Tech this turn, but they have a lot of mana, so let's start with the Yordle Squire. Ease into it. I'm gonna take a shield this time to spice it up. I'm gonna be so different. Also, Quilliam! Yay! Thank you for coming by. How's it going? Burb. Why must you have the anger flap? No one likes an anger flap. We're gonna pass here. Everyone says L, but everyone never says hi, Zon. That's true. Zon is a pretty rare one, all things considered, actually. Fuck that. Fuck that. Give me something that I can afford. Okay, that's affordable next turn. That's not so bad. I can block one Hoot Hoot exactly. Oh man, the Hoot Hoot runs. I miss the hoot hoot runs. Thank you for another drop and give me 5. No, I needed that for things. I'm taking 2 hoot hoots for the face. I was so proud of my 4 damage last turn, and now I'm being dealt 8 in retaliation. Joys. Absolute joys. Oh, it gets another fucking, oh good lord. Ow, my face hurts. My face hurt. Next time you catch the stream, it's gonna be Zon. Amazing. I have no preference, by the way. L is probably, L is the one that seems, I agreed, like, this is convenient. Like, it's just a convenient thing to say. I'm actually close to a Jinx. I'm gonna just cast my big, fat Shadow Tech, though. It's relatively big. It's relatively fat. He does look fucking stylish, though. The stylishness continues. Yeah, so fun facts. My name in real life is also complicated because I go by a name that is both my first and my middle name together, usually professionally. But that didn't used to be the case because I got a nickname when I was a kid that stuck until I was like in college and like a little bit of merging in college with the name that I go by now. Let's do this. Chuck that thingy out of the way. Can I kill you with elusives? Almost, actually, but Dune Hopper Mech is also very fancy. Or I could just go with Challenger, Von Mech, Shadow Tech. I mean, Dune Hopper Mech is such a good big boy, though. Maybe Dune Hopper for the soldiers, because we also want to clear out their board a little bit. Also, whatchamacallit? I got a nickname when I was a kid that was just a relatively common name, not like the most common ever, but you'd have encountered it if you heard it, probably. And then in whatchamacallit? And then in college, I started to transition. My mouth did not want to say the T words there. Whatchamacallit? Oh, it gave the fucking thing elusive because you're a fucking genius. Oh my god, Scrappy, what the fuck? I'm also dying. This is fine. Let's take a bouncer and bolt. That's a spell shieldy bolt because wow. Wow and things. In college I started to transition to the first and the middle name thing and go away from the nickname, but because of that I have no people from college and a little before who know me by one name, and then there's people in college life and professional circles now that know me by another name, and then there's stream now which people know me by like usually L, I would say, but also a host of other things sometimes depending. Can I just kill the Nocturne? No, I cannot just kill the Nocturne. I can still swing with stuff, though, and try to get something out of the way, because we got 2 Sandos. Anyway, names are weird.
You were misguided.
Just as a general fucking statement, names are fucking weird. That's an okay amount of damage. It's not necessarily enough damage. But at least I do still have fearsome blockers for the Nocturne next turn. At the moment, it's 4 of 5 fearsome. Can I live that long? So it's going to get buffed to be able to do stuff, obviously. That's just gonna happen. We can level our Jinx here, though I do need to let them do that. They're gonna know that I can at 9 mana, so they're going to do something about it, I assume.
Their scent travels.
Probably just attack. Yeah, probably looks like just attack. Thank you for the blocker, though. Okay, so the 6-2 kills something, obviously. We have Death Rocket, so they have to challenge. I think they have to go. Why did they do that? I think they actually have to challenge the Jinx here. That resolves, obviously. They don't have... Oh, they have 1 extra body here. And Pale Cascade means that they have fucking 5! They've got the blockers they need just fucking barely. Alright. For some reason I thought this did 2 damage to everything when it doesn't. Oh, they had the mana. They had fucking Pale Cascade. I know Pale Cascade's a good card, and I'm impressed by its staying power and the meta to this day, but man, is it sometimes the most annoying shit ever. Still sometimes the most annoying shit ever. Ah, damn it, 1 unit off. Did we... I think I yeeted my units a little bit too much in the previous turn. I also forgot about the fearsome, that the Nocturne would do all of that. But, one more turn. They wouldn't have been able to avoid the fearsome or the big Nocturne since they gave the Dune Humber mech vulnerable. I think we were just dead, unfortunately. I needed to pop the Jinx the turn before, and my top decks were not very good. So I'm blaming that one on the top decks of the deck. The Nocturne deck just kind of existed, but we should have gone off a turn earlier. Yeah, because if I was banking 6, if I was banking 6 mana, we should have been able to discard by 5-ish, I think. Because we want to be ahead of mid-range. We want to be ahead of mid-range. We're slightly mid-range, but with Jinx, I'm assuming we want to be faster than that, just like slightly. So turn 4, ideally. Turn 5, ideally, because that's when the champion strength decks with Jinx tend to go off, as well as the, what's the fucking name? Why can't I remember the fucking name? As well as Lulu decks. The Lulu Jinx decks that this was kind of based on. Yeah, sorry, that one. Homework anxiety. I don't know if I'm probably definitely not gonna have biological kids. I'm willing to die on the hill of I don't want to shove a watermelon out my vagina, just as a general statement. As for kids in general, interesting question. The furthest I've got with that, honestly, is let's do this. Is I'll probably adopt or foster, because I was basically, but no, nothing like names picked out or anything yet. Definitely not. I have no fucking clue. Also, Dukin, I am trying to win at the moment. Currently, a Nocturne player is beating me up a little bit, and I don't have the Mystic Shot for the Diana now, which just kind of sucks. I would have loved to have that. Also, New Kid, thank you for the gift sub to Winner Chicken Dinner. I'm reading that in my brain as Winner Chicken Diner, but that's definitely not correct. Yeah, I'm gonna try and sneak out the... Oh, but I don't have the Geode yet. I mean, I do have Geode into a Pokey Stick, so let's see if we can't do that. Okay. Do they pass here, or do they know that I have a Pokey Stick? They know that I have a Pokey Stick, so they're probably gonna try and Pale Cascade it out of the way. I get this, they could be faking it, to be fair. I'm probably gonna poke it anyway, just get the draw, because we do get draw out of it, and we have Rumble on opening turn. So she was kids, so she already has you, or us, or you guys, or y'all, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, we actually did kill the Diana. They baited me by not using their last 2 mana there. All right, can't get the best of me. Can always adopt as your mom did for you. Get your own gremlin. Yeah. That's probably what I'll end up doing of some sort. Just adopting in the end. I mean, I do want the Rumble, but I actually don't want to discard too much here. I guess it would have to be Geode, Jinx, and Bird, which to be fair is a lot of things, which means I could potentially get the Jinx level next turn, depending on what the top deck is here. We're on that discard shit today. It's trying to be on that discard shit. Scrappy's Parts of Palooza did magically grant us Overwhelm, which is fantastic. But I don't know, again, I'm not sure how well that's going to turn out for us, because this last time they were able to sneak ahead around turn 5 and 6, and we're almost there again. Hear thought you were the Ramuses in the Ramus Ranch? Zombies? Oh, Zombies is not a bad one, actually. The discard pack isn't hitting hard enough. It's not, unfortunately, but we also don't have access to as much burn as a Pale Cascade. Oh, you did have a Pale Cascade, but you held it. Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna tank that, actually. I'm gonna just tank that. I'm gonna hold my Challenger, and I'm gonna tank that to the face. If they don't have Nocturne, we might be okay. If they have Diana, we're probably in trouble. Also, semi-elusive if you get the 3 mana spell. I mean, there's the fucking 3 mana spell. I unfortunately just barely can't cast it because I didn't bank spell mana, which is unfortunate. But I do have a 4-3. Don't kill me, anybody. Please don't kill me. Oh, please don't kill me. I'm gonna try and take a something here and smack with the Jinx. Probably the 1/1 dies, which means that they're going in for a lot of face damage next turn. Or they can just not turn it out. That's a flight. I mean, Kama Cloaker blocks the exact same amount of damage, actually. It does get it out of our hand, though, which I would like to do. Yordle Squire into Spear into Kama Cloaker is enough, except they're going to do that, so we're losing fearsome blockers as we speak, and that made a Challenger guy, which is just bad. And this makes a focus spell, so I can't actually dump my hand at burst speed with the Kama Cloaker. On the bright side, 4 things over there do only have 1 HP, but they distinctly know it, unfortunately. And once again, I can't quite punch through. Can I get a different opponent here? Twids, I'm sure you're fantastic, but could you not queue up for a few minutes, please? I'm trying to actually do something, and you're fucking up my plans at turn 6 consistently. What can I do to make this better? I feel like I need burn. I feel like I need more burn than what I currently have. I'm gonna dump the birds. I'm sorry, I know I'm dumping a bird. I'm gonna put in Get Excited because I think we're lacking without it. Oh, but they're all 3 in here. What fucking burn? Okay, we've got Pokey Sticks, we've got Mystic Shots, we've got Get Excited. We actually have fucking all 3 of them, don't we? I'm putting in then, whatchamacallit? The Tellstones. I'm putting in Tellstones so that I have Aftershock, which is probably stupid, but I'm tired of dying to that bullshit. Which most of the time a Pokey Stick and an Aftershock will kill a thing. So I'm hoping, because the thing is the bird isn't doing very much. The bird is just kind of sitting there. It's discard fodder for sure, but I never really used the bird to any effect because I think the one time it did plant a chime, it planted on the Shadow Tech Walker, which like I think the parts of Palooza is just going to be doing more than bird in general. And you're already paying a deck building cost by putting that in there over something else, I think. Ooh, they're trying to get out a diamond with Red Gwen. Let's beat them into the fucking ground because no one should be playing fucking Red Gwen. Sorry. I don't like going up against it, so that's my official stance. Let's pass. You encountered a diamond player today while you're on plat twice. First time you gave up because he tricked you into playing Rumble and played Jace, and the second time you got Rumble with Jarrell so you couldn't kill with a Jace. Nice. As long as they can't remove it in the end. There you go. I don't want to face a whole bunch of things. Let's just do this. Into a blocker. Into a Salty Spinner, maybe? I will gain some stats in the meantime. And yes, we're fucking killing the Redeemed Prodigy. No Hallowed, no nothing. Just a pain of... Just pain. Just a pain of a sack of dicks, really. Salty Spinner. I do love the lore, not gonna lie. The lore of the Redeemed Prodigy is also really nice because there's that Corrupted Prodigy card. Let the bloodshed begin. So let's do this. They're not gonna hit with the Katarina unless they're fucking stupid. They don't have Blade's Edge mana. I can just remove the Katarina with the Get Excited. And now I have it. Now that I was complaining too much that I didn't have any removal, of course now I have everything in my hand. Because of course I do. So here's the dilemma. Do I just kill Gwen outright, or do I actually get rid of the Katarina? I let the Katarina level. I think we can let the Katarina level. But I think I am gonna do this in order to delete Gwen this turn. That gives us a couple of blockers. They can't do anything except go with the 3/2. And the cat, they have no mana. Bye-bye. Okay. Belt Open Tellstones also does the trick. Discard fodder, folks! I'll do better this time. And then block there. And I don't want to trade into the 5/2. So I'll risk it because who needs HP? Who needs an HP?
No one gets in my way.
Okay. That's great. That's fine. You get a rally. You can ping my spell shield. You have 1 mana after that. I could also just Mystic and Pokey it and no Rumble. which is kind of entertaining. So let's try and get 5 damage in and then just kill her outright, I think. Also, good, hello, welcome back. I have a deck code from you. Do not let me forget that. So they're going for that instead of the Katarina, which is fine. Let me delete that so they can also live a happy life thinking that I'm running out of removal very rapidly. Definitely not going to have anything next turn. That's the plan here. Gillet, let me get your deck code from yesterday though, actually. Before I forget, that's a 3-2. You keep swapping at the exact wrong turn. Let's just murder it. Unfortunately, I wanted to keep that salty spinner around, but I guess I can't. All right, you're going in after Florida Man here. Also, oh shit! It's Lorian. Hello. How's it going? Whoop. It's Lorian. Yeah, there you go. Thank you for the redeem. Have fun with your new status. I'm so sorry, opponent. I'm roping you accidentally. Doop, doop, doop.
Locked and loaded. Come on, baby.
So I kept this because of that. That's an Eternal Dancers. That's not exactly what I was, hoping for. I was, in fact, hoping for something wildly different. And not that. Let's go with this to see if they'll trade their Eternal Dancers. I'm updating my hand now in the face of not having a Jinx, which is very frustrating now. There's a Glimpse Beyond, so we don't get any Rumble damage. That's okay. It's 4 Hallowed, 3 Hallowed. Okay, great, wonderful. There's the Katarina. I'm murdering that immediately. Excuse me, this is what I've held it for. This is what we're killing it with. Boom. No Nexus damage anymore! But unit damage, yes.
I'm not done.
There we go. There's a stun. Okay. Do they have a ping onto the Rumble after the 3-2 goes? Oh, they just want the damage from that. I'll take it for now. Did they run Decimate? Oh, they can get me down to 3 though, which sucks. They can get me down to 3. If I just don't do this, which means I can very easily get fervored. Oh, I mean, I can very easily get fervored anyway, but still. I'm doing all right. I'm a little trepidatious about the weather tomorrow, but otherwise should be fine. Reckoner is annoying. There we go. I don't have anything to discard, but by golly, does it block? By golly, does that also have Overwhelm? Oh my god, they have a lot of Hallow. They have a lot of small units. Glorious might have been more worth. Probably. Or, because we're saving exactly 0. Damn it. Alright. Fine. I think that was our 3rd attempt too, so nothing quite punching through here. I don't know. Here's the thing. I feel like in theory it makes sense. I feel like in theory it makes sense, but I'm just struggling really hard to actually find anything consistently. I think it's too split. I think you either want Jinx, because here's the problem. We're getting high roll, but here's the problem, I think, fundamentally. When I see Jinx, I want to have more things like Get Excited and Fervor in my hand than I want Rumble. Because I feel like the win conditions are kind of slightly competing with each other. Because when you have the Rumble, obviously you want to discard your hand, so there's inherent synergy there. But beyond that, unless you have both in hand, and unless both are going to level at the same time, I actually don't think it's helpful to have both. I think having one and using fewer things that don't focus on Rumble, like some of the Squeakers and Bilge Rats, you can probably drop some Yordle Squires, maybe something in there, or you can go more heavily into the Jinx, but to be fair, that's just kind of the meta rundown as well. Fills the hand, so honestly is counterproductive to Jinx. I don't think it fills it fast enough to super counter Jinx. I think what you want is to ideally find the rumble the same turn you have. You want to find the rumble level, or the rumble, you actually want the rumble play effect with the discard for keywords the same turn that you're trying to level Jinx. And I think that there's just too much filler in here to do that consistently. I think you'd want to lean heavier into draw as well, because there's Pokey Stick, but you could also run, I mean, you could even run fucking Insider Knowledge. For the amount of value I got out of Scavenged Camo Cloaker, maybe like an Insider Knowledge instead of a Camo Cloaker would even be better. Because then at least you're filling your hand counter to Jinx, but at least you maybe find your Rumble win con if that's the case. It's just a little distributed. Not a bad thing, but you do need to find that sweet spot of having Jinx and Rumble in opening hand, which might be my mistake as well, of I'm not mulliganing correctly for the deck. But that would require a lot more testing of like how often can you actually do a Rumble discard into a Jinx level consistently and safely. I'm not sure how often you'd be able to do that. Moving on with submissions though, we've got a request for a Transform Plunder deck from Florida Mandan, who also built it. Then we've got a deck from Jillet from yesterday that I will be getting to this evening. You wouldn't get both champs until turn 7. If you had played with regular draws, yeah, because you would otherwise have to mulligan for both, which is just kind of a mess. Oh, the Kane Aatrox player in me is just like, where you could just run something that auto draws itself, yeah? That not everyone wants to do that, girl. No, but not not everyone wants to run Aatrox. I understand this. I acknowledge this. I'm not one of those people. Play Aatrox. Viewer, Bandle, Bilgewater, Gangplank. Oh, also Sorn, yes, I'll take a look at your other deck as well. All right, and this is Salt and Oranges. And oh right, this is the transform. Transforming into my better self, into someone else, into someone. That's the only thing that fits, because transforming is a longer word. I've fallen for the Aatrox edginess. I already knew this was gonna happen though, because Aatrox across Riot Games has been one of my favorites even before DRX's top lane at Worlds. Even before that, I was like, man, Aatrox is cool. So not only when they had, you know, a fantastic top laner piloting Aatrox, and now Aatrox is good in the meta, this has been a great few months for me personally. Play Dan's one, but look at the one you put so I can quickly deny it. Oh, you can quickly just absolve yourself of any responsibility for what you submitted. Here's the fun part. If I like it a lot, I will actually play it. I will defy us all and actually do it. Did I import the other one? I did. Viewer, Slorn, pay for your sins. I'm just taken to giving a lot of things all caps titles. I don't know if that's helping, but it's definitely a thing. Ooh, I could do Kaisa. Oh, it's Kaisa Nautilus. Yo, I have to play it now. I have to. It sounds so bad. Kaisa Nautilus sounds so bad. But now you've tempted me with the concept. How about Aatrox? Request from Aatrox is smash or pass. Is there's no FMK here tied to it. It's just smash or pass. I mean, probably smash, not gonna lie. Though here's, if it came down to Aatrox versus Ross, there'd be a discussion happening, because I think Aatrox's horns were silly, but I think that Ross's horns look great. That's my official Dark and Demon horn opinion. This is okay. Drag Treasures! Jettison, Xerxai Hatchling, Belvethi Elder, Boxtopus, Preservarium, Slaughterdox, Rite of Negation, Void Blaster, Abyssal Eye, Kaisa, Devourer of the Depths, Monster Harpoon, Nautilus, and Scrapshot. So I toss and I keyword. I keyword and I toss. Kaisa going deep. Now this deck have my erection. And Loria, thank you for the deck code as well. Looks like Iron Bull from Dragon Age. I have no context for who that is, so I am uncertain. Also, we have booted up. We have in fact booted up the deck. So you know what, Sloran? I'm gonna do a single game. Win or lose, we will only do one, and then we shall relax and see what happens. Probably bad things, but it's fine. Then we shall do Florida Man Dan's deck, and then we've got Gillet, and we've got its Lorien. Good set of things coming. Smash, you're a virgin. I thought you lost your virginity once and he was mistaken. You found it under the couch. Was your virginity happy to see you? Sometimes when you leave something under the couch, it's just like, oh, you're there again. But sometimes you're like, oh my god, I found it finally for so long. No void gate, so other cards can get deep. Wait, there's a card that makes things lurk, but not things that makes cards deep, I believe. Google Iron Bowl. Aatrox Bridgewater skin is basically a copy paste. You don't remember the code, it was just in the codes, you have to look at it because it could be anything. She doesn't need the 7 on a toss spell, so she didn't deny it. Wait, I did see it. I did see the fucking scrap shots in here. I see what it's supposed to do. Also, now I'm curious. Images. Iron Bull. Iron Bull? Iron Bull. Dragon? Hey, this one. Yes. Autofill me, bitch! Yo, I kind of see it, though. I actually did kind of see it, just not red. Oh, here's my little horns point though. Look, so see the big wide slab? That's Rost. That's totally Rost over Aatrox. I'm gonna go on the spiel every time, but the flat ones are Rost. So it's kind of Rost-like. Actually, it's very Rost-like. Holy shit! Like this guy's horns and that guy's horns are about the same horns, minus the color scheme and the sword. That looks more like a miniaturized slab of metal, which, like, fair enough. Fair enough. I too would like to bash my enemies with a minimized piece of sheet metal. That's also probably weighs 150 pounds and more than I could carry. We have you, Riot. We've discovered you. Out. All right, let's try and get a win with this Formida Kaisa. Okay, so Formida Nautilus, Formida Not sounds like reasonable when you say it out loud. If I say it's Kytalus with like a Kai and then an apostrophe and then the Tilus, the Kytalus deck. Yeah, this is going down in history as one of the memeiest things I've ever touched. This is Ingeniero Udyr. What is that? What does the first word mean? Have I just horribly insulted Udyr? Or is that a ingenious Udyr? Or is that just like is that smart Udyr happening? I don't know. I give up. I'm gonna toss. Bye! Who needs draw? Or scrap shot. I've got 2 more. A wise Aatrox streamer once told me the pirate doesn't eat the fish, it's the fish that eats the pirate. Aatrox League enjoyer said while fighting a gangplank. Incredible. I'm gonna cast the Belbeth the Elder and then hope to God. Enjoy the Mountain Dew. Yes. Okay. All right. Yep. Hit me in the face. I didn't like it anyway. I didn't need it for anything. That's a boxtopus. That counts as a keyword. Oh god, I'm getting fucking muscle memory for what I tried to play Kaisa through gold to get to plat ones. I forget if I played it after plat that season, but yeah, I actually do forget if I did. But this is all very familiar, unfortunately. Oh, the Baveltha units. Thank God Kaisa kind of fell off the map though, right?
Rather be Shaylin, but this looks fun too.
I'm so glad that she's not permanently as much of a problem. That's a 5-2 though, that sucks. I don't want to harpoon it because also I can't really cast any harpoons anytime soon. I'm gonna kill that, I think. Just take the 5-2. I hate it, but thanks.
I was born in Belbeth. I cannot leave.
There's another one. I really should have killed the Weaponsmith's Apprentice, to be fair.
I'll prove it.
I was kind of ignoring it because I didn't think they'd be doing that much equipping, but I guess they are. It makes sense. Equipment's really just fucking unavoidable at this point. 5 to a unit. Well, you bet I'm using that next turn. You fucking bet I'm using that next turn on something. I don't know what it is, but it will happen. It will happen very abruptly. Maybe I can sneak out a Devourer of the Depths at some point? No, because their champions are leveled. So actually, we may not be able to remove much with the Monster Harpoon, if at all. Counter spells are handy. They haven't tried anything like Spirits Unleashed, which is good. They probably just have a Sejuani, which is also bad. Gangplank is a 6-5, I believe? 6-5? Oh, God. Yeah, that is a 6-5. Let's see. What's the maximum amount of blocking that I can get done here? Not very much. But we do have to take that out. We block the 5-2, the 4-2, 3-2, 2-2. We're taking too much damage. I can't kill the Gangplank and also survive. Good idea of me playing one game of this. Our top decks were also atrocious, but I think the deck has spoken, and we will leave it there. We shall very much leave it there. The claw! Oh dear God! 2 damage over, and I don't have any other strikes. Unfortunate. Probably definitely should have blocked that first. Doesn't really matter. I top decked a Nautilus. If I had Durant Architect, it'd be a different story, but we don't. And he's just kind of a 0-7. Unfortunately, 0-13. The 0-13, I believe, technically. My mastery increased, or I think. Anyway, mastery will happen eventually. Leaving that there, let's go play Dan's the Transformapalooza, which I never actually looked at the deck code for, or the deck list for. Warning Shot, Bilgewater Tellstones, Jagged Butcher, Darkened Staff, Bitsy Lizard, Pokestick, Nakatak, Curious Changelings. I forgot that this card existed. Gnar, Mystifying Magician, Puzzling Signposts, Teeny Dactyl, Nakagaboros, Gangplank, Mini T, and 3 Dreadways. Also, shout out to the person who ran fucking Mini T during the Poro Cup. I forget what it turned into, a 3-3 that couldn't block, but it was something very important to I think the side that we were spectating from. And I was just like, oh, okay, Mini T happened. Whoops. Guess your board is negated. Yeah. It's like a really friendly Viego. Like if Viego was just as problematic, but had a veneer of just a small, appealing eagle, like your neighborhood dog that's just the most friendly. Only it still disables all of your shit because fuck you in particular. I will take a Warning Shot. I do not want the Gangplank, but I can have my Lizard and my Nakatak. I'd like a Lizard Nakatak. Redway doubles the impact damage. That it does, yes. I want this into Nakatak, actually. Unless they let me hit face with this. They probably don't. Yeah, they don't. So let's just wait patiently. It will be a 2-mana 3-4 with impact once my Nakatak does things. Are you ready for it to do things? Because I'm ready for it to do things. This is not quite the Ballcucks game, but we actually do have the Ballcucks in here. Yeah, okay, that's rude. Boom. Boom. Let's see if we can't get some damage next turn here. That is a 4-5 with 2 impact. Holy fuck. I love it. We have a Teeny Dactyl later. We could play it now, actually, to be fair. It's a 4-3 as it is. The constant pinging will be very good, though. I love a good constant of McPingus. Those are 2-2s? Yeah, those are fine. Should have maybe just gone with Lizard first, but Lizard will still deal damage. They can't stop impact unless they glimpse beyond out of this, and we still have a Warning Shot in hand anyway. I would prefer to use my own attack and then Warning Shot on theirs, though we also have Teeny Dactyl doing that work, so it's okay. Also, Omi-san, thank you for the follow! Welcome to the madness. I hope you're enjoying your time here on the stream. After Zod played Sloran's bad deck, Sloran's mysteriously went missing and was never seen again. Sloran's just leaving to get coffee and food and didn't get assassinated for now. This is, chat, I would have you know that that is a true fact. I have not committed murder this evening. Sloran is not dead. Sloran is still alive and well. That is a 7-fucking-6. It also punches you every single goddamn turn. I love it. I love it. I don't give a shit. That's literally the least of my fucking problems. Take my Nakatak even. Take my fucking Nakatak. I have a teeny dactyl again. We're continuing with our train of pain. I see that you have a challenger. That is rude. You can't actually kill too much that is super significant. I do go down to 1 HP, so I think it's time that we sack this boy. It's probably. I can technically sack also the big Chungus. So let's also sack the big Chungus. As long as one big Chungus is at least making damage every turn, we should be fine. Sloran is alive, just in the basement being interrogated. I also don't have a basement. I live in an apartment building. They don't let us in the basement. That one I can refute with facts and logics. Okay, so we're gonna go up to 4 off of the dactyl next turn. Yeah, we're almost there. We just need one more. I could do this. It is a 5/4 into some kind of removal or something. What you got here? I can't quite get rid of the 2/3 super easily. Opulent Foyer is annoying, but manageable. What can I get rid of here? Not very much, because again, I can deal 2 to something, so I could get rid of that. I can't get rid of Glenkeeper, and I can't get rid of the Soul Shepherd, which is like the real problem. I could ping down the 4/2 though. I could ping down the 4/2, try and top deck something. But there's not much that I can actually top deck that would help me more than just like, at least damage wise, an open fucking attack. They have 2 cards. Let's see. Because I can open, technically I can open with the Gangplank if I do this, at least. They might go after the 0/1, but they can drain the 0/1. So it might just be 2. They're making a copy of Hallowed. Oh, they're just buffing it so they can't kill it here. Attack and hope they block with a 4/2 and then destroy it. That's true. They're actually getting their first Hallowed this turn. That should be fine. Hecarim is still very scary though, because it will automatically level. I have blockers, but it does automatically level. I mean, I would prefer to have pinged the 4/2 and not lose the Gangplank. That's still, I think, a net positive. That's 4 sharks. I have Nakagoboros. They didn't cast Hecarim, which I'm assuming means they don't fucking have it. I can kill all of their annoying stuff here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, let's kill their annoying shit. You're annoying. You're annoying. You're killing me, so I have to block that, I guess, I suppose. And so are you. Haha, all right. Let's try and get Soul Shepherd out of the way, so at least our units are smaller, Gangplank's at risk, yada, yada, yada. Nakatak doesn't transform anything, neither does the Curious Changelings, but we're still doing damage at least. Paying the Soul Shepherd. The problem is that I can't kill the Soul Shepherd guaranteed. The Soul Shepherd being at 1, if I pull a pokey stick, sure, it kind of works, but it doesn't. That's literally all it does. Like, it would still be attacking, it would still be buffing. At least with the 4/2, I had a chance of getting a better open attack. I can top deck another pokey. I don't want to play on that fucking chance. I think that chance is too low, personally. Nar is fine. I think we're just dead, probably. We're dead to something. If the Hecarim, at least I have the wallet now, because we have 2 Nars. That's annoying. Ephemeral, that's fine. Gangplank. We use the shot to get the Nexus damage in. 1 to enemy. The Nexus means that the 2/1s die in the process of swinging. They don't have a rally, though they can duplicate their stuff. Pterodactyl is fine. Gangplank and Nar can go for sure. He does, and I'm very excited about it. That will, of course, feed a Callista win, because they're gonna block with the 5-2. If I let this resolve right now, I might actually be able to make it out if I let this resolve right now, because then the Callista doesn't level and doesn't summon something in addition. They're summoning also 3 sharks right now. So it's 3 sharks or a bunch of 2-1s, so it's all bad, to be fair. It is all just kind of miserably bad. All right, Gangplank. Oh, Gangplank and not Gnar. Not Gnar. Gnar would have died to the 3-3. No, but Gnar actually, because of the Gangplank's ability. I don't play Gangplank in case you can't tell. I don't play Gangplank at all. I usually hate Gangplank. So in the name of me usually hating Gangplank, I forget what his ability does. Yes, that's fine. He's a stinky ocean man, and he's a brute, and he's very weird. I never finished Ruined King, but after learning about him in Ruined King, I was like, you are an awful person. You are just objectively horrific. Why are you allowed to exist? Is Bilgewater still my least played region? Oh, I'm 50,000% sure that's the case. I'm pretty fucking sure that's the case. So you bash into that. We have many Gnars, so that shouldn't be a problem. You're here, you're here, you're here, you're here. What are we taking? Oh, that's the thing. I am technically still alive. Technically still alive. They only need is like literally a deny and I die, so hopefully they don't have that. Please don't have that. Please don't have a deny. You have Ionia, it's gonna be one, but still, I can dream. I can dream that my Gnar Swallops, because I top decked every single Gnar in my deck, will resolve and I shall survive at 1. Please let me survive at 1. That's all I ask. Just one survival, a single survivus. That looks like I might not be living. And somehow he dated Alawi. I get dating Alawi like pre everything that happens in not Ruined King. Not Ruination. What's the word? The RPG that they came out with. Ruined King, yeah. I get it before, but after it's just like, Alawi, stop fucking defending him, Jesus! Calm down. I get that you knew him before, but still. I need a good fucking draw here. I need a good draw. That's an okay draw. I can kill Callista. I can kill Callista. Killing Callista is a thing I can do. An Opulent Foyer is going to fucking try and kill me though. Alright, so you need to die. Actually, yeah, you need to die, and you can just attack. They need to block the 3-3, because they're gonna die if they don't. Which I'm assuming they know. Yeah, they know that. Okay, good. So they've got 2 units. Because of the foyer. Which means I can technically live. Grab Callista with the pirate. Grab Callista with the pirate. Had no fearsome blockers. Oh, I forgot about the fearsome blockers. You're right. I totally forgot about that actually. I was thinking about the top deck and I just completely forgot about fearsome. There we go. And we're getting raided! Woo! One into the other. Fan-fucking-tastic. Hi, everyone! Buffalo Panda, thank you for the raid. How are you doing? How was your stream? Ohana Kitty, Monochrome, Rocky, hello. Also, Mploka, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the madness. We saw that. We saw the fearsome, the lack of fearsome. Yeah, just after a massive misplay. Look, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I played against the 0 LP Masters? Puffball Panic, get the fuck back in. Get the fuck back in and challenge me. Also, Echo One Arrows, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the madness as well. There's the eyeball. We'll use that later. Yeah, so about me never playing anything to do with Gangplank, I'm just going to go with that was Gangplank cursing me there and not my own just misremembering everything. Can I tell us scarred you? We went up against a Nightfall deck with, to be fair, something that was relatively unoptimized, and it definitely hurt a lot. Definitely hurt a lot. There was some person that I ran into twice running the exact same Nightfall deck in a row, and boy was that a challenge. The turn you played Dactyl, you should have played Jagged, left more mana for Wallop, and Wallop whatever blocked the Gangplank. Then you had blocked as a neck round and might have won the second Wallop and a Gangplank swing. You're giving me Gangplank text, and I literally don't care. I know you're right. You're also correct, but I hate Gangplank with a passion, so he can go shove a cock up his ass, and I'm done. That's it. Oh, I'm getting tilted by my own champion in my own deck. It's fantastic. Here we go. Practical Perfectionist. Here we go. Help. You'll be blocked by a 3/3, but also help. Nakatak's here. Nar is gonna get a +1/+1 hopefully on the next one, unless they get excited at, which they're not going to probably. Oh, that's the Pike Printer. Oh, it's just Pike Printer actually. Oh, it's just Pike Printer. Can we beat Pike Printer? I think we can, especially if we have shit like Mini T in our opening hand and we're buffing everything that transforms. But that's gonna be interesting. It's been a while since I saw a Pike Printer. I have a Pike Printer deck in my inventory actually, because someone did hand it to me a while back. They've hit 2 lurk. Also, Malpopo, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, thank you for the follow. Played Nightfall for 3 hours. That is a lot of time for one deck. I say having streamed for like 4 hours doing Aatrox things. Okay, so I've not actually, I should have gone with the 2/4 as well. That's there. We're getting, I don't want Gangplank. I hate Gangplank. I will cast Nakatak into a Pokey Stick. That's great. I like that. I like that. Pokey into it. Nakatak into Pokey means that I will at least have things there to buff it twice. There you have a Pike in hand. So they're gonna be doing a lot of shit with that. That's totally fine. You take 4 to the face here. You get +2/+2 and impact, and an extra dose of impact as well. One of the wins was against Aatrox. Yeah.
Man, I'm good.
That's weird. But okay. You don't have a free Mystic Shot, so I don't know what that's all about. Let me poke your face. Thank you for the transform effect here. Out of curiosity, how long is the submission queue? Got a decent Pantheon Udyr deck you'd like to see in action? Udyr deck. Fantastic. Queue right now, probably not going to get to it today if you submit anything. We've got 2 more decks this evening, and that's probably going to be my stream time, I think. Dylan and Exploring, you're still in my queue, and you're still ready to go. Okay, that's a lot of shit. That's very big. That's so good. Oh, that's so good. Where's the Gangplank at? 2 of 5. That's fine. Whatever. I'm gonna equipo my Impacto to a Thingo to make more impact. I like my impact. Do you like my impact, Fischl? Fischl was very quiet. I guess not. Short stream today. It's a little shorter than usual. We're at, what hour, many hours? Only at an hour so far, actually. I started the stream late by like 20 minutes or so, because I was trying to get my internet to work, and it just didn't for a little while, and I had to reset a bunch of things, and it was just terrible. Would not recommend. That's fine. Yeah, that's lethal, so that's fine. They have to block the 5/6. And they do indeed block the 5/6, which is fantastic. I don't have Teeny Dactyl here, which would have solved my, oh god, I have nothing to ping their face with. Because right now I do need to ping their face a little bit more. But that's, I mean, now it's a 7/7 with 4 impact just natively. So the Nar's doing great, guys. The Nar's doing just fine. I can also Mini T for extra bonus points. I do get bonus points, right? Bonus points are real. Only 9 p.m. for you. Could have lethaled with Eyeball. Could have lethaled with Eyeball. Yeah, it's true. They were pretty low on mana. I have an allergic reaction to tapping down completely, which is probably wrong, to be fair. That's a 2 mana thing. That doesn't matter. That literally doesn't matter. Most value out right now is probably just to die this turn. Can I find something that impacts Nexus to retransform my Gnar? Oh, you bet I fucking can. You bet I fucking can. I would really like to do that. For the bullshit. I want to see how big my impact boys can go. They must go further and beyond. Oh, they surrendered! Oh, they surrendered! You coward! You absolute coward! You didn't want to see a 996 impact Gnar? How dare you not stay for this content, bro? Bro, come back. Come back here. Get in my corner again. All right, well, we'll leave it there, I suppose. Rocky, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome to the stream. Didn't know they have the Vi spell. Oh, the Vi spell. True. I don't even remember the card. I remember the gauntlet art. I can't remember the name of the card, but you're right. It is from the Vault Breaker. That's the name. This one. Yeah. Vault Breaker is the card that I was trying to remember. Rising Spell Force. Rising Spell Force is the +4, right? I think it does a similar thing, but Rising Spell Force is quick attack and +4, yeah. And not the fleeting cycling. Suit Up is the +4. Yeah, 4/4. 4 mana, 4/4, 2 mana, or alternatively a 2 mana 4/4. Love this Gnar deck. It was a pretty fun Gnar deck. Transform doing its job again. Pilot Gangplank better than me if you play it though, of course. You call Vault Breaker Vi's fisting. I feel like that's appropriate because she is quite literally fisting. Also, Jillet, you're actually next in the queue anyway. I just have you here as a person of interest in my list. Then we've got its Lorien. Viewer Gillet? Is it Gillot? Gillet? Gillo? How do I pronounce your name, by the way? Because I feel like Gillet is maybe not right, but I don't know for sure. PNZ Callista. PNZ Callista. Actually, wait, Gillet was the last one I think I said. So not Gillot or anything. Also, for those of you who might want to submit a thing, I'm actually looking at my list. I only have one more deck after this, and again, we actually only have been live for about an hour, less than 2 hours. So if you'd like to send something over, I think I can make it through. Starting with this one, how about we say 4 decks? So space for 2. Space for 2. Schwain has already been requested. I do still have the Dwayne, by the way. We can do that. Gillo is closer. Gillo? Oh, Gillo. Okay. Gillo. I will go with that. I will go with the Gillo. I'm sorry if it's just irritating after a while. Excuse me as I die. Okay. Pronouncing it right eventually. I'll somehow blubber out the right thing in 2 years. Just you wait. Just you wait. It will be 3 years from now, and I'll be lying in my bed thinking about food, and then I'll suddenly be like, oh shit, it was pronounced kilo. Or Gelo or something. Also, Vimo26, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in as well. I feel like I want to point out, even though it doesn't really matter. It's just a point for me of we're so close to 1,000 followers, guys. We're so close. I'm almost there. We're almost there, actually. The community is almost there, but I am quite excited by that. I haven't planned anything. It's one of those things that you look at. I've been looking at the number for a while. I'm like, it's so high and nice in the 900s. But anyway, Ravenous Butcher, Bark Beast, Mark of the Isle, Stygian Onlooker, Curse Keeper, Elise, Glimpse Beyond, Haunted Relic, Onslaught of Shadows, Blighted Caretaker, Callista, Phantom Prankster, Cask Salesman, Spirit Leech, Suit Up, speaking of, and Neverglade Collector. So we've got a whole bunch of kill my stuff effects, and we've got a whole bunch of kill your nexus effects with Pranster and Neverglade Collector. Also, Quilliam, thank you for your Pantheon Udir deck. I appreciate it. You're Portuguese? No one pronounces it right there either. Yo, a Belgian name from someone who's Portuguese. I really want to hear you say your own name now, out of curiosity. Of like, I know I won't be able to replicate it, but that's kind of interesting. Where did my thingamajiggy go? It was under G because I've already forgotten. Here we go. Here we go. I can't lose my 15 LP. It is 15 LP. Here's the plus 15 minus 25 punish incoming. Or whatever it is, actually. You're Brazilian with a Russian name. Everyone pronounces it correctly, but no one knows how to write it down? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, that's actually funny. I have a name that is very difficult to read. So and also sometimes for some people difficult to pronounce. So it's kind of sometimes a crapshoot as to whether or not somebody important will actually remember how to do it right. Slora's made it out of the basement and got the food. The agent Zongun called on him, lost his location, so you're fine for now. Slora, I'm so glad that this nefarious, indeed incredibly nefarious Zon must be stopped eventually. Let me know when that happens. Keep me posted. I'm not... You have a 3-2. What would you like me to do with it other than just admire it? It looks like admiration is the play for our opponents, just looking lovingly at our Legion regard. Yeah, so I'm gonna punch some stuff and make some things, and I hope you don't have any blockers this turn. Mirai isn't real. Neither is that, hopefully. She is ingenious. Oh! Shit. I'm still gonna just go with Jalo. And also the stream isn't loading for you? That is weird. Do I still have the internet? Because this was the problem before. Yeah, no, I still have internet. So it's not a me thing. Though if it was a me thing, I would be literally talking to the void and nothing would be happening. So that's exciting. For those of you who can still hear me, thank you for sticking with the void. I don't wanna die to a 3-2. That's a fact. I don't wanna die to a 3-2. Yeah. The song continues. But we are in the void. Hello. Welcome. Greetings from the void. Or to the void. To and from the void. Maybe you are speaking to the void and we're figments of your imagination. I really don't want to deal with the existential horror that is, hey, maybe your whole streaming attempts are a lie. I don't want to deal with that. Please don't make me think about that. I don't wish to. I don't want to imagine. Talking to the void and nothing happening equals a normal Friday night? No one would imagine you? But if we are at a simulation, truly I am imagining you right now. What am I doing here? I want to suit up potentially, but they're just gonna kind of ignore me, so I'm gonna go with a challenge. We're gonna be losing so many things. Kill that. Kill Spood. Go for that? I mean, the MF is unfortunately only taking 2 damage regardless. That way, they're down to 9. We have the grow to 4/4s for next turn, though it's a pretty steep cost. Actually, let's pull this enough. Let's get her down a little bit. There you go. Go. We do have P and Z. We do have Shadow Isles. Surely you cannot live forever. I wake up in 2 years and I've just been like talking to a white room for too long. Something in the brain has gone wrong. Okay. Let's be honest. That's not exactly what I wanted out of that. Oh boy. I mean, I can make a 2-2 that cannot become a 4-4, so I can, or make a 2-1 rather. Unfortunately, is just the 2-1. So I think I'm gonna just take the damage from the MF, especially if they don't have anything else. I'm a little surprised. It's fine. Here we go. The hand, definitely not bricked. Oh, no, I've never bricked. This is not a brick. This is a nice, well-built wall of stuff. It's like one of those curvy English walls that has only one layer for stability, or only needs one layer to be stable. Just a nice meandering wall that's definitely gonna get me places. And do I want to? Do I glimpse the caretaker to be able to draw something out of the caretaker? I feel like that's not the worst, because I do actually want more than a 2-1 going into face next turn. Prankster or Casks? Well, we want Prankster, we want Cask Salesman. Unfortunately, Cask Salesman also gets me within the range of more of their fucking Decimate bullshit, so that's not good. I have a Neverglade Collector, though, which is very good. Let's cast you, and then hope that the Callista can actually get a drain off of that attack, which she might not be able to, especially if she just feckin' dies. I would prefer if she didn't just feckin' die. Okay, that's a lot of aggro out of your hand. I'm okay with this. Also, we get a big 3/3. Kill some stuff. Get me drain. Get me swole. I must be swole. I demand swole. Give it to me. Now Cask Salesman on the fun side doesn't injure me, but does kill my opponent pretty quick. 2 damage a ping, so that we have 4 in hand just with the Caustic Casks at the moment. That's fine. Yeah, that's okay. Just make your decision. I will stop slapping the Oracle's eye now. Okay, so we're taking 2 from this whole... Oh, 3 from this whole exchange. 2 once this dies. So I see that we have removed their units. We have not seemingly removed their aggro. All right, boom. A drain. Sitting pretty at 6 HP. We're fine. Everything is fine. I have casks into Blighted Caretakers at 3 mana, which is maybe survivable. Okay. So you unfortunately have to block. You have to block. I'm alive at 3, which is a bad place to be. 3's pretty bad. I can technically Callista my own Callista in order to get myself above 3. Should they pop a Fervor? But then of course I need damage to resolve, so they're just gonna have a Fervor. Yeah, I can't get around that now because I would have to grow my own thing to 4/4. I knew they'd have a fucking Fervor. Kill Callista with the Caretaker? I can't do that now. I can't do that now. They had the bird in hand. Of course they did. They hadn't had the Decimate. They must have kept such a fucking spell-heavy open hand as well. Which is just annoying. Just in time. I don't even remember exactly what oh, it was MFTF, right? Kind of boring. Kind of boring. There's nothing interesting about MFTF. Hot take, I think there's really nothing interesting about using it a pair of champions that has been around for literal years. That's why I hate pirates. They've been around for literal fucking years. That's it. When was the last time a new pirate champion dropped? There haven't been anyone recently. There hasn't been anyone recently. I need someone. Okay, but like, can we get someone besides Gangplank though? I actually do enjoy TF. MF is whatever. TF I quite like because his spells are fun. Probably beats Pirates consistently, and then you got Diamond on Swain TF. TF I can fucking respect. TF takes a lot of work, to be honest. Bring us Graves or bust. I need the Graves to just do his. I need the Graves. We need to have some fucking Graves TF smack talk. Or they're definitely doing the game wrong. I need to hear them rip into each other. I have a glimpse beyond. I need more than that. I literally need more than this. And it's gonna be getting 3 damage, so we're taking 4 here, unfortunately. That was a nice deck. That was a nice deck. Well, I'm gonna just cast Salesman for funsies, I suppose.
Find better this side of the sun.
And then we're also going to Onslaught of Shadows because I can and I need to push damage. Yeah, let's do that. So if they block the 3/2 right now, they're taking 4 damage. They have focus speed, Shimon Wind, so they might use that. We can, if they block a 2/2, we're taking 5 and 2. Actually, they're taking 6 with the cast. They stun that. That's fine.
Our purpose calls to us. We cannot turn away.
Let's go with this for sure. So I'm missing out on the 3/2 attack. Trading that, whatever. Was a few seasons ago. MF is whatever. Allows you the first person I've heard to say that. I like MF as a character in Ruined King. I genuinely do. As an animated being, yeah, she's okay. She's okay. Her proportions have always been like fine, but I will say when I first started playing, when I first thought about, oh, maybe I'll play League, you know how it offers you MF as just an option? The waste is what freaks me out. The waste is just wrong. Something is wrong with the waste. There's something going on there and I don't like it. Have I seen the old splash art? No, but I've seen a couple of the older skins. It was worse. Oh god, not worse. Not even worse. I'm gonna wait to cast. I think we just try and Neverglade here into some kills. Because we can overwrite Cask Salesman with this, which bumps us up a little bit. Yasuo or Windswept Hillock. Yep, there's a Windswept Hillock. There's that fucking Windswept Hillock. Alright, let's overwrite that. Let's try to go with the 3/2, which they are probably not even going to bother to block because there's a 1/1 just hanging out. Yep. And they know I have to block with a 9/3 or something else because I get the turn to fucking cast the Yasuo here. I can put down a Phantom Prankster and hope that helps.
Destiny waits.
I have also another Caustic Cast, which was great.
Sleep is for the
Yeah, so, about your problems and such like, honestly, I think it's Hassman's first anyway. Cask is better. Cask is better than Prankster Felice at first. If they give me mana, obviously it comes down this turn, but probably not. Okay, so stun on that. So my Neverglade dies. We still have blockers. So now the cast can come down. So they're being pinged for 2 every time a cast dies. So that brings them down to 8. They can. Yeah, now Prankster for sure. They're not like other little 0/1s. It's not immobile. It can block. Why is it Cask immobile? I think it's because it's. I mean, it's kind of a different archetype. Not really.
You buy it.
That's down to 9 and 7. Yeah, I don't want to go down to 5 here. Can I do enough cast damage in the meantime? There's still one lower than me, technically. Back internet finally works. AK Zanze, just stop trying to stop me from watching the stream. I'm sorry. So that's a lot of damage. Plus glimpse, actually, into an attack. How much can they do this turn? Well, let's just summon these boys. I think, because that still gives us room for 1 unit after as well. Would love to be draining here, but I'll take just pinging them a bunch. Rotate out FTR for Saturn and make Vayne a 2/3 and revert Lee Sin to 8 for April Fools. That would be kind of beautiful, though. Also, Midanagi, if I'm pronouncing that all correctly, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream and to the madness. I hope you're enjoying your time here, hanging out. They're thinking about my little dudes a lot. They're thinking about them real hard. Because, yeah, I do have a good open. I have a good open regardless. That is a recall? on the prankster so that the 1/1s don't do anything. That's a lot of mana though. Everything does block. Unfortunately, block fearsome. And I don't know if I can squeeze out enough spiders. Okay, so they have that on the 0/3. I can kill something else to generate at least a ping of damage, but the problem is they're also getting a 3/2 blocker. So I think we're probably just dead. Because I mean, if I top deck another prankster, we're like almost okay, but not really. It came out in Foundations when they didn't think the immutable keyword boom question is answered. I mean, fair point actually. Before they had better knowledge of what an actual card in Runeterra is gonna look like. Your internet is still not working? That's not my fault that time. That's unfortunately or fortunately not my fault. You make more. That's a full board. We have a 1/1 leech that can turn into something. Elise makes a spider. This doesn't do anything. Spirit leech is uncastable. I think I have to try and go around and then cast Bark Beast over something. Bark Beast and Elise? It depends on how much damage we're getting through, right? So Elise and Bark Beast, to be fair, is actually the same exact number of units as Haunted, Relic, into Bark Beast. My one thought is that it just is a 2/2, but at this point it is just go around.
I know what lurks in
How much can we go around them? They have Shaman Wind still, which really, really sucks. Because there's an off chance that I kill the elusive.
No going back.
That's not what I was expecting, but okay. Everything goes before the Bark Beast. And then Bark Beast gets buff. Elise makes a spider. I'm pretty sure we're still dead here anyway. Because they can block 2, they can block 1. So we're dealing only 2 damage to face.
Oh, it's on.
Yeah, we're dealing only 2 damage to face. They left my spider. Thanks for leaving the spider. Yeah, so alternatively we would have had, assuming they're 2/2s, we would have gotten them down to 4 or 2 rather. 3? We would have gotten down to 3. So that still would have been outside of the range of any kind of, whatchamacallit. So out of the range of any sort of burn that we're gonna be finding, though we don't really have burn either. Just wants to stun lock. I know what he wants to do. I've played against this before. I know that they have the rally in hand with the Pillock on board. So there's one more rally after the Katarina goes. I unfortunately can't tank that to the face. So if I do this, they can remove 1 blocker. They rally again, but we still have Elise and or Spirit Leech to block on 3rd rally, I think. Well, we're gonna lose Spirit Leech because of the Blade's Edge. We're gonna lose 2 things, probably. Or they stun that. Okay, so they're not going for the 2nd rally. We're still not dead. We're dead if they cast that Blade's Edge, actually. But that should be fine, because we have Elise to retaliate if they cast. Around a note, Relic is the correct one. I just want the most number of units possible first. They think that's gonna kill me. Fun fact, it's not. They do have a Shaman Wind, so they can ping me for something. This is actually a better... This is technically a better blocking card, but I'm afraid that they'll be able to do something at 2 just to get rid of it. I mean, to be fair, they're probably going to get rid of this regardless. So have an Elise.
I don't bite.
Oh, and there's the Witness. There's the Witness. Doesn't matter. It unfortunately doesn't matter. I hate this card a lot. It has to be Elise? No, I mean, it doesn't really, because you can play this without having its effect going on. There's no has to play Elise there. It's mostly banking for mana. It's literally just banking for mana. Because there's no advantage to Elise over Spirit Leech, right? Yeah, there's no fucking advantage, so it's literally just why am I casting it? But I'm casting it for a blocker. They're more likely to be able to... I mean, at 2, they're just going to be able to stun in general. Is there someone knocking? Oh, it might be me. I have some old card sleeves that I'm just flipping through. And also Glass is typing in the background. Backing things against the deck. Oh, this! Sorry, that was me with the cards. That was me with the card sleeves. Also, Leon is in our walls, just having a time in there. Would you like us to install like a coffee maker or something for you? Is this the same person or a different person? I don't recognize the username, so I think it's a different person. That's not a terrible opening hand. It's a little bit champion heavy, but I'll try. Though we could have used a 1-drop instead of the 0 cost. Cast Salesman's here. We have Elise on 2. They're gonna have Blade Twirler anytime now. Astyan, here we go. And it's really cold in there. Oh, food. Maybe something warm. We can do that. Okay, so no Blade Twirler. I don't believe you. That seems like a lie. Ah, you must be fibbing. Wow, you must be fibbing. There's no way. I should have maybe cast Butcher, but I did have a plan, which is to say I wanted to Callista into Butcher, into a 3-3, into a 3-2. There's a thermos with coffee in the kitchen. Feel free to grab it. It's gourmet coffee. Wow, the red carpet experience. Yes, I hate that. Thank you. Look at my things, opponent. And despair. I'm gonna remember Fearsome this time. It is a 3-4. It does have Fearsome. That is a 1-1 over there. And we're gonna attack. Did I put the Callista last? Technically, yes. Did I? Nope. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. One more unit dead. An amateur barista. Nice. Oh shit, we're also getting a very big raid again. Oh god. Akito, thank you for the raid. Woo! Max stuff, yes. Erectile indeed. Welcome in, everybody. How's it going? We are currently playing some viewer decks versus people who were trying to actually climb. I'm at 0 LP Masters and having the time of my fucking life. But welcome in, everyone. Hope you're doing all right. How's shit going? Zarather, hello. Hi. Also, there's a Yasuo nearby. Also, if you hear tapping noises, it's because I have some old card sleeves in my hand, and I occasionally, subconsciously, have just been like tapping them on the desk, and apparently it sounds like knocking. I will refrain as much as possible from doing that. Oh shit! Okay, so I want things to die for you. Only 2 of 3 have died. I need one more thing to just fucking eat shit, unfortunately. That's fine.
I pull the strings.
That's fine. Kill things for... Oh, you're gonna hand me Callista? I'm a little surprised. You're not gonna hand me Callista. Okay, that's what I fucking thought. Not that it matters humongously, but still. But still. I have a suit up if I need, which is kind of exciting. We also have used cast salesman, but currently his casts are getting just completely shoved out into the wilderness. So I'm gonna swing first. That's 10 damage plus the spoody. That's okay. Have at it, Spood. Truly, it's not a Runeterra game if there is no Spood. I'm actually thinking about that now. There's a surprising amount of spiders happening regardless of whatever fucking deck you're playing. Someone is always going to have a 1-1 around. Can I buff the... I mean, I can technically buff the other stuff. I can get them down to... I can get them down to 4 if I suit up the Spire and the Cursed Keeper here. Which is kind of fucking funny. You think it was cast last round? Why? I am totally willing to accept that judgment, but why? I'm not gonna learn to level the Callista. Oh, to level the Callista on the previous turn? So it's only summoning a 1-1 currently, right? The only thing that we've made off of the Callista, or would be making with the Callista, is the 3-3. So I was prioritizing just like the open attack over the Callista level because we're only getting a 1-1 out of it. To be fair, it would generate the 3-3. I just kind of thought it was slower and less interesting. My personal opinion, I think it was slower and not necessarily did not necessarily have to happen. They're also behind on their Yasuo, so it's a little more comfortable just yeeting there. You have a rule since game release. All right.
What could you
They don't
ever
have.
teach me?
That's it. Okay, that's fine. Against Ionia, always develop. That's fair. That's fair. If I lose this one, I will definitely concede that point to you. But let's see if I can. Let's see if the playstyle difference will actually lose me the game. It probably will, but we'll see. Also, Berserk, hello, how's it going? Welcome back. That becomes a 6. Becomes 5. That becomes 5 because it's only getting 2 procs off of the Scion Disciples. And they're passing again to really avoid the level. Yeah, so in that case, we're just gonna do this shit again, all over again, for the second time in a row. Now they're gonna have stuns. Now they can kill Callista for sure. I cast Salesman after, which they can't counter because there are no unit counters yet in the game. Just saw the title and you have questions, worrying questions, like how bad is it raining over there on our end? It is raining to the point where they're saying that everyone should stay inside and everyone at work has been told work from home tomorrow if you can. Like that's how bad it is about. It's pretty bad. 70-mile-per-hour winds have been predicted. Potentially worst case scenario. So it's gonna be a time and a half. We're anticipating some struggles for sure. That's down to 6. If I buff to 4, we can bring it up to 3, and then we have Cast Salesman, and then we have Burn. And potentially more salesmen. So let's buff you. Actually, that's a stun. That's just a stun. So we can save it from getting killed, but let's just buff this here. Down to 3. Cast salesman is the 2 damage, so they're down to 1. If we can hold blockers, which we currently have a 3-2 and a 4-4, which will return to a 1-1. You're almost leveled. So if they have Helik now, it is relatively catastrophic. But still not the worst. I have 2 Elises somehow. Somehow the Elises have just multiplied
Maybe
forever.
I do have a future.
Yeah, down to 1 HP. There's no Mystic Shot in here, is there? There's no Mystic Shot? Tell me to stay home and saying good luck in here on Time Losers. Look, I would definitely force Glass to stay home if I could. 1 HP, come on. One more cast salesman. Top deck. That's a Callista. That counts. That's well enough. The rules of playing meta with Elzon. Meme is king. If it's boring, it's bad. Doesn't matter if you write or play what I play. Exactly. Exactly. You get it. Yes. Have some unleashed spirits so that you can't just wipe my whole board, probably. I don't think you have the big stun all enemies with X or less power. I'm assuming there's no Katarina yet, and if they cast the Katarina now, they can't rally with her. We are gonna plop down a Callista, which makes a thing, and the least that makes a thing, and we should be fine. I have so many things that make things. Can you get Callista to revive the cask? Right now, I think... Oh, I'm not exactly sure what it's going to be pulling there. Because I made a couple of things for... I think it pulls Escaped Abomination still? Because Escaped Abomination is a 3-3.
Come closer. I don't
Yeah, I'm just going to play up my hand, I think. 4 mana? Yeah, sure. No, yeah, sure, let's go. Not if literally every other card has happened. Any other card has happened? There are a lot of cards happening, it's true. I really just need both of you to make something that they cannot block super easily. That's all I need you to fucking do. That's great. We put you actually at the end. It doesn't really matter. There's 13 damage. Do you have a lot of stuns? How many stuns do you have?
From the dark.
Come on, WoW. Come on, WoW! I have one. I have a glimpse, which can get me cask salesman. That's literally all I need. Just one salesman if this fails. They also need 3 stuns or a big stun that hits my whole board. That's 2 stuns. That's 2 stuns already. Oh, all right. That's unfortunate. Now down to 0 damage there. What's happening? Currently there's a Yasuo and nothing else happening. That's fine. Let me kill to draw. They might notify this, but whatever. Let's try and kill to draw. Gives him the Yasuo spell, kills the Yasuo. That's true. I care more about my top decks at this point, and they do have a counter, because of course they do.
Here's our chance.
So this makes 2 spiders. I'm not dead to just face damage, but we're probably dead to face damage because they're gonna find Katarina. If they find a Katarina now, we're just dead for sure, because they can kill a spider, then they can kill another spider very easily. Here we go. There we go. Also, for Kelvin, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Madness. Hope you're enjoying your time here. Oh, right, you turned it to regular Elise, not the Elise spell, because we have done all we can with that. We have killed all of our Elises, so therefore there's a new one hanging out. Oh, please, anything. Top cast as the top deck would be lovely. Still not dead to fade. That's okay, to Dare Kicker. That's not what I'm looking for. Fuck. Top decks, you're failing me now. Yeah, the champ spell fizzles. They have more Yasuos.
Now who's got the upper hand?
Can I take that to the face? I can take that to the face. And again, they don't have the Katarina level. So we are fine if it is an open attack. That is, unfortunately, very bad. Because they can instantly remove it. And I know they can instantly remove it because I can see it in their hand. And that's enough damage to kill me. Actually, 10 and that's 15 damage right now. If I don't play a unit so that doesn't get the +2, I think we live by a thing. Is that attacking? Oh, you're right, it is attacking. Do I want to risk it? I think I can just stay at 1. I'm gonna risk staying at 1, assuming my math is right.
One blade, one purpose.
Oh, but that recalls. That recalls. I forgot that thing recalls. I was like, oh, we'll stay at 1, but there's an effect opposite the side of Disciple. All right, one more attempt on this, and then we'll see if we can pull it out. I really am starving for burn. Is there burn? If there isn't burn, I'm putting burn in. If there isn't burn, I'm putting... Yeah, I fucking need Mystic Shot in here. I would have won that game if we'd had a Mystic Shot, and I feel like on the previous one as well, there was a chance if we'd had more of this shit. So I'm gonna put more of that shit in, dump a Haunted Relic, I think, put in the Mystic Shots, because I don't like not running it if I have P&Z. Like, if there's P&Z, put in a fucking Mystic Shot, is my general opinion. Face is the place. If you're gonna run it, at least have 2 in there. Especially if there's Prankster Caustic Cask, because I don't like relying on Neverglade and Prankster to finish the job, because they're always going to be close but not necessarily there, you know? I think Mystic is either that. Needs Prankster or there is Prankster and Everglade in here. There's both. I just can't find it. Like, see, there it fucking is. Also, Zymet, I'm glad you're enjoying the stream and the content. Mulligan for it? Modifies it? I mean, fuck yeah. I'm at the point where, yeah, I'm definitely gonna be mulliganing it. Need to mulligan harder for Prant and Prankster. Here's the thing, I had Neverglade in hand previously. I've had Neverglade, not for the last game, but for the one before, I remember for sure. It's also just dying, unfortunately, to the stun because of its HP. It's always gonna die to Yasuo, because they're always gonna level Yasuo around the point where we're casting it, right? So I think it's also just some of the matchup problem. I think partly a matchup problem.
Silent as
That's
death.
irrelevant. You're not irrelevant.
It's playtime.
At least irrelevant to my blocking right now. That's... Why is it Yasuo Katarina again? Why is it always Yasuo Katarina? Why can't I avoid this fucking deck?
Let's make it deep.
What is it about Cask Salesman that it's like, man, you know what this deck needs to go up against? Yasuo fucking Katarina. 98 mastery on the Yasuo. What a time to be alive. Take damage, bitch.
You cannot escape.
That's not real. You're not blocking with Katarina, are you? That's not real. Hold your damage. I've run out of damage. Okay, they're holding it. Perfect. Troll. Oh, for the 0-1s. Yeah, but like, it's just as fast to not block with them as it is to block with them. So I don't really give a shit. It is funny though. The funniest thing I find is when people attack with a 0 power unit and they're obviously trying to get damage on it for some effect for that turn. And I was just like, you know what? You realize that I can read, right? If it's just 1-0-3, never block. Absolutely never block. If they go at you with an unscarred Reaver, back the fuck away. Free Katarina level. I mean, with the Twin Disciplines, yeah. Is there a delay? Am I just delayed a little bit? Battle Academia, Cat looks like a costume with an alternate universe, and a complaint, just an observation. Yeah, the Battle Academia, I feel like the Battle Academia in general is like a little memey, you know? That doesn't have any mana available for it to do stuff. That's a fun fact. I also can't really block it. I can never glade the 3-2 into it though. Then we've got Spirit Leech and Callista. No, we've got Spirit Leech and Elise, or Elise and Callista. They don't attack in. They don't want to take burn. Understandable. Have a nice day. Fuck off. Bark Beast is nice. Bark Beast, I think, goes down. Katarina still can't kill anything. Yasuo needs to stun that twice to be able to actually remove it because it's not at the path to power yet. At least Callista was better there. I disagree. I think getting Neverglade Collector out when they don't have mana to respond is more useful in the long term.
We are at the threshold of something great.
Because they still have to spend time here to actually stack the procs on that. So I disagree. I disagree. Because I'd rather have this out now for this attack than cast here after an open with the champions. I'd like that a lot less, personally. I think I'm also just coming to the conclusion that maybe I just play fucking Shadow Isles very differently from the rest of you. It's also an unfamiliarity thing for sure, because I don't play Shadow Isles as often anymore. That's going to kill everything. They only have 1 mana. I might be able to just take out the Yasuo here. The 3-0 hung in there for a second. Oh, but the 4, yeah, okay, so we're taking the damage from this. Use the spell, it's a champ spell. I can't actually. Sorry, I forgot about that. You have to kill a unit, so I can't use it there either. I can't use it there. Yasuo's getting the stun. It's still not killing that, which means we're okay for a little bit. Let's cast... That's just hitting me in the face, so it doesn't actually matter that much. Because I would like to, I think, go into Cursed Keeper Elise.
I know.
They probably have some way of pinging that. Nope, not this turn anyway. Okay, great. So we can drain them down to 3. If I get Cask, there's of course that turn of whether do I actually like buff that or no. Let's do this. The cat's dead. There's an Elise, there's a Glimpse Beyond, so we can get them down to 2, assuming they don't counter me. Katarina is fine. That's fine. Yasuo levels? Yasuo levels, but that's also just intensely fucking weird. Let's go to phase. Couldn't use it anyway. Why not develop the Elise? Oh, with one of these?
I alone decide my fate.
I think my sense of tempo is just very different from you guys. That's the conclusion I'm coming to. So the Katarina doesn't recall if I do that. They're down to 1. I can't force anything else to die before the Blade's Edge resolves. So I think let's try this because I don't want them to be able to rally. Mark of the Isles is kind of irrelevant because... yeah, Mark of the Isles is kind of irrelevant. Callista isn't summoning anything else. We're still killing Yasuo here. That's a deny, so they're countering my draw. So they are getting the cat level. We have Elise sitting around. That's totally fine. Mark, so it's never late if we mark it. It's not. Mark is +2. Oh yeah, Mark is +2 in Ephemeral, actually. You're right. Once again, I want that Mystic Shot. Once again, I feel like I should be able to just finish it off with a fucking Mystic Shot. I just need that Mystic Shot. I just need that Mystic Shot at hand. Miss Lethal. I've got the fact that I've missed Lethal. Jesus Christ, I'm just trying to play the video game. It's just, on that thought though, enough backseating for now. I know that I'm making misplays. I am literally just trying to cast my cards. I don't give a fuck. Callista is done. That's fine. We still have blockers. I need that cast. We can ignore the 5 damage. Did someone tell me that Lethal was missed? I don't think so, actually. I think I missed that memo. Okay, so they have a Blade's Edge. We don't have anything. Let's just kill that. Get rid of the Callista. Totally fine. Got blockers. Should be fine. +2/+2 means that I could technically try blocking nothing to kill it, because I can't get the HP of anything big enough to be able to deal with that on top of a Blade's Edge. If it was anything else, maybe, but not quite. So we do have to rely on the top deck here. See, rule 3, she plays what she plays. Exactly. I don't give a fuck what's optimal. I don't give a fuck what's optimal. Shove your optimal up your ass along with Gangplank, please. I'm just here to have fun. I'm just here to have fun and occasionally throw. Yep, here we go. We must yell about misplays. Indeed, we must yell about misplays. That's, again, not quite the top deck. Again, not quite the top deck. Why can't I pull a Mystic Shot? I put 3 in here deliberately. I deliberately put 3 Mystic Shots in this deck, and I can't find any of them. And okay, yes, the misplays were my fault for sure. But at the same time, like... there's burn in there! Also, we never saw any of the caustic casks. If a dildo is named Optimal, then that's ironic. Yo, I should name a dildo Optimal so that I can hand it to people and go, hey, shove this Optimal dildo up your butt, sir. Or ma'am. We're not going to discriminate here. Everyone gets the Optimal dildo up the butt. Was that 3 attempts yet? I honestly fucking forget. Only played Mark on the Glade. If only I had actually remembered that it buffed HP. I forget if that was 3 attempts. I think it might have been 2. I'm gonna do it one more time. And I'm going to, let's see, what can I do here? What can I do to make it more understandable for my fucking brain? I'm gonna take out the suit ups because I have barely, actually, you know what, let's keep the suit ups because they actually used those a couple of times and they actually worked pretty well. It's Dwayne time now. It was 3. That was 4. Oh, it was 4 attempts? Never mind. Fuck Callista. Apparently I just can't pilot it. Moving on. Yeah, I think also that, like, okay, so the amount that I have played Shadow Isles, let's check here. The amount that I have played Shadow Isles recently, especially, like, look at my roster and see where it's at. Also, Lima Kappa Bomb, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you joining the madness here. Look at my list of champions. Do you see a Shadow Isles anywhere? Okay, there's Viego. And then there's Hecarim and Kindred, and then there's Thresh, and then there's literally everything else. What about Aftershock instead of Suit Up for extra burn? The problem is that it's burned, I don't know. I feel like I actually like Suit Up more based on the size of the units over something like Aftershock, because if you buff a 1/1, you're getting that +3. You're getting +3/+3 instead of just +3 to damage, basically. So I think Suit Up, if you play it right, like the turn where I did cast it on spiders, it is better than Aftershock, because you also don't have to pay... You don't have to pay 4 for it all the time, and the +2 is pretty valuable. Only miss lethal if you see it, otherwise it's just a play. Burn damage to face. Yeah, Aftershock doesn't burn. So I'd have to put in Get Excited or something like that, which I'm tempted to do, but I think that would actually just be straight up too much burn for the deck. Vial and or more Marks of the Isles are better than Suit Up. Definitely not Control. Yeah, here's the thing. I actually understand Anivia and other aspects of just like hard fucking control pretty easily, because it's literally just, hey, you have a unit? No, you fucking don't. Neither do I have a throat that works. Oh. But yeah, Shadow Isles in general, I think a lot of... Here's the thing. The Mark of the Isles play absolutely correct. That was just... I fucking forgot about Neverglade's effect. I don't know if I agree with you on the Elise and the other unit timings. I will still viciously debate that my timings on Elise and Callista were correct. I still think those were relatively correct. I think that I was seeing a path, and it is not when Shadow Isle traditionally levels, but I think I'm in the right on that one. Hard control is boring as shit. Swain and Cat DF is about as much control as you like anything more that makes you fall asleep, like FTR. Here's the thing that I think they could make more fun. If they actually buffed fucking pranks. I know that a lot of people hate pranks, but I personally think they are incredible. I love hand hate. I love seeing what my opponent has. I love fucking with their hand, and Divest and Duress are magic staples for me. So if they, yeah, just a prank, bro. Exactly. Only really aggressive, and it doesn't just change the mana cost. It also changes the abilities and flattens the power of things even further, and everything else. It would be great. They're too toxic, like Nab. Oh, but here's the thing. I hate playing against Nab, but when you nab somebody, oh my God, it's fun. Prank is disgusting. Exactly. I get to take your FTR. Or at least make your FTR. Well, not FTR, because that one's weird, because it's still a 12 mana. But everything else I could prank so much. Prank is pretty strong now how it is. Attune cheap, 1 mana for 2 mana disruption, and gives you info on the hand. It's more than fair. I wanted to do more, though, because pranks are currently very boring. Like, pranks are strong. I agree that Otterpuss, like, you can't really compete with how good Otterpuss is. It's just a very good pussy. Attune your puss, folks. Prank is a card, though. I want it to do more. Because the prank, as a description right now, I think it would just be way more interesting if it actually applied specific effects to certain types of cards. Like, not only does it make your spell like 8 mana from 6, but it also makes the damage go down from like let's say Hexbliterator down from whatever Hexbliterator is to 3 or something like that. I think that would be way more disruptive and way more fucking interesting. So that's my take. If they had pranks for specific mechanics that you could like tune to really build a full-blown hand hate Petricite tax deck, oh yes, please. I know when they announced fucking Petricite Pillar that they said that their other mana tax efficiency things were not fun when they were playtesting them. They should have let me in on that playtesting them, because I would have been rating everything a fucking 5. I would have been like, your spell's 7 mana and uncastable for 3 turns. Fuck yeah. Little prank deck before. You love hand disruption in card games. You better off asking for new hand disruption mechanics to go with the prank than just buffing prank specifically. You would uninstall immediately. I am sorry. I am sorry. I know that Seraphine's making people uninstall though, so if they could just take everything away from Seraphine and Back Alley Bar and just throw it over back into the Bandle prank category, I would be quite enthused with that. Where is the deck list? I don't have a prank deck right now. Wait, what deck are you asking for, Hentai Homie? Also, welcome back. But I'm also gonna transition real quick to get off my high horse and stop complaining about Shadow Isles and how much I don't play it, and go for It's Lorien and Quilliam's decks. So It's Lorien, I have Teemo here, so I already need to prove that I can pilot this for sure. At least the game doesn't have land, so you miss mana. You cannot get flooded, and you cannot get landlocked, which are two very good things. Isn't it Dwayne? Let's see. Oh, I forgot to add your Dwayne in here somewhere. I do owe you a Dwayne. I forget where. Wait, what was the submission order? I can check super fucking easily. Our Dwayne submission was actually after it's Lorian, so I have you after this. Apologies. I will remember this. So we have it's Lorian, we've got Dwayne. Dwayne the Flock Stunson, as it were, and then we've got Quilliam here. Fantastic. Let's see. Dwayne is next. Yeah, okay. Sorry for the confusion. Ionia PNZ Tito. Tito! Oh, you know what we can name it? Tits up for Tito. Hopefully my whole deck plan doesn't go tits up, but you never know. That's the fun part, I promise. That's the fun part, I promise. Please say Mono Ionia with Teemo Splash. It is relatively... Well, no, because there's duplication in here, unfortunately. Zephyr Sage is fucking hilarious. Glorious Evolution. Okay, this is a bit of a spicy list. Fallen Feline, Health Pot, Mushroom Cloud, Tellstone, Sparring Student, Stinky Wump, Teemo, Clump-a-Wumps, Cunning Kitten, Iterative Improvement, Nopify Black Flame, Twin Disciplines, Practical Perfectionist, Puffcat Peddler, Chump Wump, Evil Imperfectionist, Zephyr, and Glorious Evolution, as mentioned before. Let's see, this is a kitten deck. Cunning Kitten deck with Teemo splashed. I'm gonna take out the health pot. I'm gonna take out a couple, one or two of the mushroom clouds, maybe bump up a Tellstones. I see the argument for starring student, but the problem is that it doesn't actually keep the buffs, and I don't know if Black Flame is enough to really buff it. We have the printers, right? We have... Oh, we might be able to go up in printers, actually. Because if I take that out, we can go up in printers to actually guarantee more of these. Glorious Evolution makes everything attack, so they'll be getting bigger off of the augment. Teemo's here. We have space for another card. We've got many peddlers. It's the... We need to make copies of Kitten, or if not, the Teemo. There's 3 different improvements. Zephyr Sage. I still love that it's in there. Let me add a third. Oh, do we have Deny in here? We don't actually have a Deny. I'm gonna pop in a Deny real quick, because if it's Ionia and I have access to a counterspell, I'd like to run the counterspell. So let's run the counterspell. I took out Clouds, I took out Health Pot, and I put in copy printers, and whatever that last thing was. The counterspell. I think this might work a little better. So I don't know if you really need something like Health Pot. It's nice. It will also proc the Puffcat Peddlers, but I think with the number of spells we've got, we might be okay. We might be okay with that. Zephyr Teemo. Or Zephyr Kitten. I will be duplicating the Teemo, though. Have you tried adding Kyrian? Oh! Kyrian's interesting. An interesting one. Also, the fact that it applies everywhere effects is just hilarious, by the way. I will never quite get over that. Okay, I like Peddler, and I like a copy spell. We're up against Kane Trox. Obi-Wan can blow me. Thank you, Kane Trox player. I also don't want to put this in a Black Flame. I should have mulliganed way harder. I was thinking about Peddler synergies of just let me plant shrooms until I die. But the shroom strategy, I think, is actually too slow. They picked a weapon. I don't want to know which one it is. Oh, the muscle memory of knowing what they probably have in hand and wanting it. I want what they have in hand, guys. Guys, you don't understand. I want what they have in hand. Can I cast this? Oh, it won't even let me cast it without, like, having something to put in it. That's annoying. I was hoping that I could maybe just plop it down and have it there, because it would be interesting to destroy a landmark like that just to get rid of it. I guess you can't. I guess you can't. Miss Curve on the decks. I somehow, you're very right about that. I somehow do manage to just miss all curve, even if you've put in the curve, even if it does exist, I just can't find it for shit. I'm gonna cast a peddler and then try and start copying Cunning Kittens. That's rude, and I didn't ask for it. That's rude, and I don't like it. How many spells can I manufacture? One. I can manufacture a spell. I'm gonna duplicate this, get some things going, not pop in the Cult of Intelstone, which would be nice too. Can't remove with an Aftershock now. They've got lifesteal, they've got a weapon, they've got a puff cap. They're going to unfortunately literally heal all of it back. That's 7. That's a not copied? I'm finding all of the not. Oh no, it is copied actually. We're 2 away, of course, from the Glorious Evolution. We almost have Kato into something else. I'm going to kill the lifesteal. Probably, yeah, we're just gonna kill fucking lifesteal. I can kill Kane here. So let's try that real quick as well. Boop, bap, schloop, bonk. 5-2 really needed to die earlier, but we didn't get that, unfortunately. I wasn't able to kill the 5-2. Okay. You're also losing Glorious Evolution mana unless I really bank hard here. I could put 1 kitten in a black flame. Which is fine, I guess. There's a Twin Disciplines. Ooh, Twin. Now we have Black Flame Twin, which is interesting with a Puff Cap Peddler on board. I need to somehow keep that relatively alive. Oh, but I can actually put the 4/4 in and then put the 2/3 on the field. Cat then Black Flame the cat as a sick combo. I think that's, yeah, we Black Flame Big Kitty, and then we have Small Kitty that we also cast an attack with to buff the other kitty. I think so. What's it? Demoralizing when your opponent +2 Jace levels leaves the card on top of the deck and the card was your best one. Oh no, magic trauma's happening. Not more magic trauma. Yeah, okay, so have a Kato. Meow. And then have a extra Kato with an extra, I'm gonna die, but we have extra cat and extra draw, so that's great. It is only, unfortunately, a permanent 4/4. It doesn't get any buffs beyond that, which would be nice, but oh well. Have they actually cast Aatrox? They don't actually have Aatrox guaranteed, because they've only cast 2 weapons, right? There was the Kane cast, and then there was the one on the Bakai. So they don't have Aatrox, miraculously. I don't know how that is the case, but it is, so I'll take it. We're fine. I'm still dead, but okay, you wasted time doing that. You did waste time. Only that is lethal. Elusive damage. You got me, damn it. All right, GG. Take me out. Take me out. Take me out. I think they're also masters, but they're clowning with the meta. They're clowning with the meta. Absolutely terrible. We can't have that. I'm gonna hide my things in Black Flames because I currently only have Black Flames. You want to capture the small one there, and then you have 2 4/4s. Okay. Well, they're wasting my time too, so I will waste theirs. In the meantime, yes, thank you for open attacking. You didn't have to wait that long. You could have just opened attack at any point. Because blue players have all day. Blue players make you know that they have all day too. They're like, man, we are here and we are going to sit here infinitely. Literally infinitely. Get the fastest decks and we want a meme. I don't quite understand it, but yes. Well, here's the thing. Aatrox is not the fastest deck around. It is one of the more consistent ones, but it is not the fastest deck. At least it wasn't some kind of Jinani situation. That would have hurt more. And it also would have only been like 2 minutes shorter. Why are we? Oh, now we're up against the meta again. Why is it either Aatrox or Yasuo? What the fuck is that? I didn't sign up for that meta. All right, we'll keep the Fallen, we'll keep the Perfectionist for copying. I have so many opportunities to copy probably the wrong unit, but we'll see if we can find it. Blue players are the sadist masters these MTG players secretly want. I don't know if I secretly want it, because when I was Teferi Turbo Fog, I definitely didn't want it. The duality of gamers. Treo Pink Ghost. Oh, also Pink Ghost, I owe you a reply. I have not forgotten about that, by the way. No. I mean, yes, but also no. Yes, but no. Yes, but can I not? Can we not do that? Could we think about not doing that today in particular? Oh boy. You're not what I wanted, because I wanted you later. That's a cunning kitten, though. We did find it. We did find it. Wasn't turn 1 an attack? Turn 1 was an attack, but I just should have offered the trade into the bird, and I didn't.
Those who kill innocents.
So that's just my mistake. Thank God this is a 4-2, though. Glad this is a 4-2. Yeah, I didn't attack into the bird, the fleet-footed tracker. Okay. Perfectionist can happen again. That's a free attack. That quick attack there? As I'm assuming it's Dorado, right? Yeah, it's Dorado. So I can tank one of these shots. They have a second one, so that will be 3 attacks, or only 2 attack witness. That's okay-ish. Well, I have 2 in hand, so let's try duplicating that. We don't have black flames, but damn it, do I have cats? Damn it, do I have cats?
Purified bolts.
Yeah, I get it. You're annoying. We understand. Have a nice day. Fuck off. Kane is not here. That's annoying, but I have more, so whatever. Okay. I'm not actually sure why they're super afraid of the 4-4 anyway. I mean, it's a free attack, to be fair, or another additional attack, but still. I'm not doing a whole lot to it. There's a black flame, so I could finally put a sizable cat in a black flame. The problem is that I don't have any actual regular cats, and also that's a duplicate. So I have a whole bunch of black flames. I'm not sure what I can do with that. Yes, 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 you tumble, you're boring, we know, we understand, you're fucking boring, you suck, yada, yada, yada. And look, I played the fucking goddamn Pain Aatrox. I am for sure 1000% also going to shit on the Vayne Aatrox players, because Demacia is worse. Another hot take. Demacia is fucking worse. Play Kayn. At least Kayn looks better than Vayne. Well, Ross looks better than Vayne. Not Kayn proper. I'll give him that. Ross looks better though. If Profesh going when she dies for the cat to go meow, she laugh. It is a pretty good series of sound effects. We're just gonna die to Aatrox here. So that's lovely and exciting. Should I have let this happen? No, we're not gonna just let it happen yet. We're gonna live at 1 HP is what we're gonna do. Because they don't have impact yet. Coolest version is Kindred Aatrox. That I will give you for sure. Kindred Aatrox deserves a pat on the back, honestly. It's kind of a cool series of synergies. I like it. By the time that I learned about it, though, I was already so far into playing the Kindred Aatrox that I was like, I'm not going to abandon this version just for Kindred, because I'm not a good Kindred pilot in general. I'm not a good Shadow Alice pilot in general. I'm not a great Kindred pilot. So I was like, nah, I'll be okay. We're up against Zed Hecarim, another meta staple, which is definitely not what I want to do in the Teemo deck. I guess I could have black flamed the Teemo to get constant little Teemos, I suppose. That was maybe a mistake. I have the Puff Cap opener, which is at least something. Aatrox was a mistake. Convince you otherwise. Aatrox was definitely a mistake, but I love his design and what he does so much that I'm on the side of he's broken, but he's also fucking fun. And also, yeah, Vayne is... I hate Vayne more in a balanced perspective, because again, they handed more good things to Demacia that they definitely didn't need to give them. Aatrox is mid-range, and mid-range is base. Aatrox is the ultimate Timmy card? I just like him a lot. Okay, so we have Teemo level here if we can get it. That's 4 damage. I'm gonna hold this actually, and then try and puff cap my way to victory. They're going to have the 1-1 maybe, but I'm willing to bet not, probably. So let's just cast 10 here. Vayne is a mistake. She plays like Vayne from League. I've seen Vayne from League. She's quite terrifying. Do you have a way of killing that? Because you gotta kill it now. You didn't kill it now. Your fucking grave funeral, ghoul! Unless it's my funeral because you have Zed. I have Zed. Oh no. Oh no, I'm gonna eat my words. I'm gonna eat my fucking words. Unless you top deck all of them right now. We have a nice 4/4. So there's no shepherd or anything. Let's Wumpus for clouds onto the next attack. Because then we'll be able to buff it so that it's doubling like 37 or so, which is 74. I'd like to get to 74 if we can. That is a Shadow Apprentice. Ah, they found the Teemo blocker. Unfucking fortunate, that Teemo blocker. I'm going to try and not give too many shits about it though, because I don't think I need to. At least not immediately right now. I guess I could let it go, but I don't want to let it go. They have Black Flame. Of course they have Black Flame. Actually, there are some versions that don't. There are versions that run around and don't bother with it. That's fair. Okay, so that's a 1-1. I don't really have any. Oh, I do potentially have a way of getting rid of it with Meltelvin Tellstones. I feel like that's pretty suboptimal of a way of getting Teemo to hit phase, but it's there. I'm tempted. I'm unreasonably tempted to just delete it, but they're gonna have other things. I could plant and soft pass, or just soft pass in general, because if they pass, they don't get any more ephemerals on the board. Their name is Ghoul, which I find quite fitting. Yeah, you don't think any version with Zed plays 0 Black Flames? It is a very convenient Zed target, the Black Flame. It's very easy. It's only 2 mana. Get recurring Zeds, go to town. They're really debating what I have in my hand, and I love the fear in their eyes. Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. So I'm really, really, really tempted to go with this Aftershock anyway. I might be throwing by doing this. But I want that out of the way. I want him gone. They might have another too. It's only 1 drop, but still, I want him gone. There's a deny. Okay, fair enough. At least I got the deny out of their fucking hand. That's exciting. Okay, puff cap. You make a 2-1 Pra, right? I should have attacked actually to debate the Pra, because they need to then kill the weapon or trade for the Teemo. I mean, that's more clouds at least. I don't have any other elusives, unfortunately, right? And they do, at least they don't have Hecarim. That's a no Hecarim scenario, it would seem. Let's just do this. Shove that optimal off your ass. You know what? I'll live with that fucking legacy. I'll live with that fucking legacy. So we need a block there. So Teemo does. Oh, they're pulling it. That's correct, actually. 1 Hallowed, so that's 5 damage plus over there. And the ephemerals and Hecarim is almost leveled. Most damage is here, and we're still dead because I can't remove that 2/2. All right, never mind. We have died. It's Lorien, an unfortunate series of meta picks versus your deck, unfortunately. So no wins. Sometimes you need a good rearranging of my guts, of my house. Like what's getting rearranged? Surely my LP is not getting rearranged because we're still at 0. But that's what I expect when I get at the random viewer decks. Yeah, that was rough. I think maybe if you want to run a kitten, if you want to run Cunning Kitten, maybe take out the Teemos and just focus Cunning Kitten. Though you want an alternate win condition other than Cunning Kitten. Yeah, maybe the Kyrian Sump Workers that might help out. Add Zed and Kyrian. I mean, yeah, you can always just do what they're doing basically on the light version of put the Z in the black flame, but also have cunning kittens to copy. I think the decision point is: do you want to only copy cunning kitten because you believe it's going to produce the number of 4/4s that you want, or do you want to have like cunning kitten as a splash for another win condition like Teemo? Don't know you. To answer, I just how passionately you asked both. Thank you. I did deep clean the apartment over the break, so it's cleaner than usual, so that needs less rearranging. Kitten isn't a win con. Yeah, it's like Starhound Pack, right? It seems like it should do something if you just spam it, but it never really does. It doesn't quite get over that barrier of like it's a unit, but you need a lot of them. I mean, you could also try and pivot into like Iceborne cunning kittens, because it should stack the grant, right? Because kitten's grant should also apply on top of that, but then you'd have to do Freljord, and then once you go into Freljord, you also just have a lot of other fucking shit like Spirits Unleashed, so you can run with kitten, which would just buff it to 5, and 5 is pretty healthy, I think. Okay, also, we've got the Dwayne deck now, so let's take a look at that. Andres Color, bye! Thank you for popping in for a while. Appreciate it, as always. Right, Dwayne. I kept Dwayne. Yes, here's the Dwayne. I don't think we need any explanation. We're just gonna Dwayne our way through life. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this. This is Zed Hecarim again. All right, fine. Oh boy, that's not a terrible opening hand though. Not a terrible opening hand. I do have the Annie. We are on attack. We are Star Guardians as usual. Just waiting your way live, and it's been working out all right. Yeah. Hopefully this will work out all right. Punch it, Annie. Thank you. Thank you for punching it real good. If you summon something that swings, I would like to stun it so that I can do a demolition and saboteur next turn. That looks like a very good target to stun, so pardon me, excuse me, I don't like it. Pardon me, excuse me, I think you are a hoe. If it does hand as well at some point. There's a Jin for shits and giggles. The giggles. Shrek is life. I didn't watch Shrek until I was like 20 something, so it definitely had a different impact on me, not gonna lie.
The wiser.
This is an open swing if I've ever seen one, and we got a surrender. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. I'm gonna do it one more time. Regardless of the outcome of the next one, I feel like we need at least one more attempt here, because our opponent was a coward. Just a straight up fucking coward. Do not be a coward. Do not surrender. Just let me hit you with things until you die. We don't need to cut out that part. I enjoy watching units smash into my opponent's nexus. I dream of hurling people at a big glowy red object and taking them out. Doesn't matter who I'm throwing, I just want to throw people. Red Gwen. Okay, last attempt on this. That's also not a bad opening hand. That's a little different, but it's not that bad. They started due to the OPness. It is Annie and Friends. It is brain exploded because he had to actually think. I mean, we're up in Masters. Hopefully people up here know how to at least do a little bit of variety deck building. But, I mean, you never quite know. I'm gonna attack you.
You're wearing that.
I am wearing that. What do you have against my whole Legion bomb outfit? It's my outfit that tells you I'm ready to go do violence. What do you have against that? I mean, I know that's your party, but still. Your parties must be boring. They must be very boring parties if that's the case. Stunning the 3-2. Okay. There's a boisterous host. It does get a hallowed proc, so it will be a 3-1. So it does bonk into my 2-3, but it doesn't bonk into the 2-3 potentially. Interesting. I would like to cast out Boom Crew Rookie, I think. Yes.
Of course I'm ready.
A top tech 2 gins. That's a bit much on the gin. That's a lot of gins, and I'm probably not going to be casting Dancing Grenade. Though it is 4. It is 4, and it is amazing. All right. Let me deal 2 to your Nexus then. And also an extra Lotus. A bonus Lotus. Okay. That's 1 more gem than we should have. It is unfortunately an extra bonus one. Also, let me remember to cast the one that they can see, which is weirdly the one on the left and not the one on the right. And I top deck the 3rd gin. I'm so good at video games. I just summoned all the murderers to my yard. Look, when I said rearrange my insides, Jin, this is not what I meant. That is not what I was looking for, bitch. But thank you for trying anyway. I'm gonna go have an aneurysm in the back real quick. Don't mind me. Do you know what happens if you blackline a unit with choices on summon? Choices on summon. Let me think. Oh, like something like Yordle Squire? I don't actually know for sure. I haven't tested that one. Gintron. Oh god, I don't want to cast him, but to be fair, he's a little expendable right now. I have so many. Alright, let's saboteur into Jin at least. And then attack with one of my lovely, beautiful 4/4s. It's just ready and waiting. Like Longtail is default to the one that you've chosen. Okay, that makes sense in my brain. That makes sense in my brain. I'm gonna make so many hallowed things for them, and that's okay. Like Navorian Line, if you choose the +1 to team, it'll keep doing that. Okay, so it remembers, or the game, like, kind of remembers. That's only a fearsome hallowed, plus the opulent for your proc next turn. So we're giving them 3 hallowed, or 2 hallowed, plus, yes, 2 hallowed. I can do math. There's 2 hallowed units in my face.
May I see your invite?
What are you doing? The thing that's in front of the Jin is actually not dying to that. Yes, because you are blocking everything now. That's 3 hallowed. Okay, we are getting the 3 hallowed. We're getting Mark of the Isles. So you're killing my Jin, which is fine. I have extras. I have free bonus Jin. Only they're not free because I did put them in, we did put them in the deck. I didn't put them in the deck, but someone else put them in the deck. Where's our Swain at? 9 of 12. Okie dokie. I hope you don't have a Gwen. I really don't hope you don't have a Gwen. You're probably gonna have a Gwen, but that's what I got Arachnoid Sentry for, bitch. Leonardo, what are you feeling? You're feeling damage. I understand this. I understand this impulse. Tamper that impulse. Put that impulse down. That might have been the wrong one. That is also an okay situation though, because I'd like to at least get the paralyzing bite out to try and level the Jin next turn. We do of course have the circumstance of it can still commit a free attack, unfortunately. Jin should have a unique property where you play 4 cards of him in the deck. I think that would be fantastic, and I do agree. Excuse me, no thank you very much. I don't want to die. We're on a no dying diet right now. Very strict. Please don't perish. In general, there's a Flog. Have a Jin. I actually do have Grenade into Flock should anything particularly scary come down. I'd like to level you. If they play anything, it's a Grenade into a Flock, I think. That's fine. It does give, oh, but it gives the other thing. But we're leveling off of this anyway, so we should be fine. Yeah, just the Grenade levels, which is all we need. Because I would like to block next turn. Hopefully that's the only thing they can cast this turn, which is, well, I want to say probably the case, unless they have like 1 or 2 more butlers. And then we do, of course, get the nice +4. The 4 damage on swing. Okay. Yeah, you can't block, but you can definitely do stuff now, and that's 11. Oh, it does kill it. It does kill it anyway. But we should be okay. And we gotta surrender. All right, the Jin prevails. once more. 2 wins in a row. Jin sometimes works with my brain. Unlike Shadow Isles, Jin occasionally works. Also, we've got one more deck to do this evening. We've got Quilliam's deck. Pantheon Udyr plays like standard Fated, but with Freljord instead of Demacia, it says here. So let's check it out. Definitely feel like Dwayne is a hidden meta gem. It's very solid. It seems very solid. I didn't want that. I wanted the collection. Buttons. Import. Okay. Here we go. Viewer. Quilliam. Buff stuff. I almost said butt stuff, but I do mean buff stuff here. That's your first homebrew. You're actually quite proud of it. I would be fucking proud of it. Seems to be going quite well. Also, Broken, hello, welcome back. Sky, we did the video from other day because you don't remember what you submitted. You submitted, it's actually been a while. I do remember doing a video from you that was in my hold queue, and I don't currently have anything from you in my hold queue, so I must have done it at some point. I do remember pulling one out, though. I think a couple of streams previously. You put it together to impress a girl you were dating? Oh shit, there's a fucking story behind this one. Okay. Saga Seeker, Gutting Touch, Inner Beast, Pale Cascade, Lodestone, Troll Chant, Vulpine Wanderer, Hush, Ayula, Shepherd, White Flame, Blood, and Mystic, Pantheon, Expanse's Protection, Unforgiving Cold, Udyr, and 2 Hayara Allseers. This feels like buff Fated. Someone will buff the Fated. Let's go. I mean, to be fair, if someone showed off an Udyr Pantheon deck, I would also be impressed. I would also probably, not gonna lie, I would judge them. Not because they were giving me a deck. I would be judging their deck. I would be like, but what about X card? And then hopefully it would lead into a nice discussion. The Swolus Fated? Yes. Oh, no, sorry. I have Monochrome. Quilliam, you sent me this. Monochrome, you're talking about the Dwayne. Also that. I mean, I just like Jin in general, so I would be appreciative if it was me. Henderson CR! Stand Swap is fine. Guiding Touch is okay. They're gonna be trying to take my stuff, though, because it's a Swain Cat situation. Oh, God. What the hell happened to the screen? I don't know what happened to the screen. The screen is fine from my end, at least. It's the Dwayne. It is the Dwayne. It's just Dwayne alone, purely carrying everybody through life. Don't kill my dude. He is a dude. For he is a small dude. And I wish him to live. Now they kill it. Now they ping it. Now they death sand it. Yeah. I called the exact fucking spell. I hate everything. Okay. Well, I have White Flame now, which they can disintegrate because of their mana. Cast something. No, why wouldn't you cast anything? Oh, kill my White Flame. Please don't, actually. It's important to me. That is a culling strike. Okay, well, unfortunate. Eventually they'll have to stop being boring and actually cast something interesting. Eventually that does have to happen. Let's hold that, maybe? Though we have Udyr coming out soon, who is going to hypothetically be making his own stances. I think I need to start trying to target for Pantheon? I don't like the mana use here, but let's target, at least. Get some damage in. Okay, so that's what I expected, but at least we've got the Pantheon sorta kinda doing something in the back. Please stop being boring and actually cast a unit soon. Please, just one less boring. A single less boring. A single less boring. Thank fuck. That is indeed significantly less boring. It is a Swain Katarina, and I don't know why they're waiting, but they are waiting a while. They can flock this down, that's fine. We have a free stance. Let's do this. That goes down to a 3-1, yada yada yada. That's a free stance. So let's try this. This probably doesn't resolve because they're going to try and flock this down, but the 1 damage should. They actually let that happen. That's 2 stances for you. That's fantastic. We have a heal and we have a Pale Cascade, which is a lot, actually. That's actually kind of a lot. Just roll up removal. It damages anyway. Yeah, it will damage anyway, which is quite nice, actually. I think I'd like to maybe... Overwhelm will spell. Let's go with Spell Shield here. Spell Shield, and then we still have... Or we could just go for the attack. We could also just go for the attack here. Because we have ways of somewhat protecting him. That's a Blade's Edge, so if that's their only cast, we've got an answer. We've also got Troll Chant, which is great. Buffs it to buffs it to 4. Okay, so they do have Disintegrate. Took them a while to want to cast Disintegrate, but they do have a Disintegrate. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Have a nice day. Blind and Mystic is kind of not happening. This is an interesting game of nothing because I don't have exactly the I don't exactly have things that I want to yeet, and they're apparently top decking like a bitch. That's wonderful. That's really nice. I hate it. Let's. I want to go Blind and Mystic this turn. So I might actually do a Eula into the Leviathan. Just to have the mana distribution. Riazite Execution doesn't help with Swain leveling. I don't think they know that either, to be honest.
My reach.
It's only at 4 or 12. Yeah, I'm not sure what they're doing with that. I would really like to silence that, though, if I can get it. We can't... Oh, I can actually Troll Chant this, so that I don't have to deal with excessive Overwhelm damage, though... no, it counts as a target. Well, but we're counting the... let's do it anyway. They don't look like fun, hence the whole executioning. They're just anti-fun. How dare. Yeah, that's fine. And then we can buff and shut that up for a little while. Thank you. Boom. Buff. Silence. No extra pings for you, big boat.
There's a silhouette in the dark. And
you're at 4 or 5, so our Pantheon can come down with some fancy shenanigans. You're 4/4 with Spell Shield. That's fine. Maybe I just hit my own. Well, actually, no, I need to target a unit for this. Let's go. Let's go here into Pantheon. Are they a blue player? Truly, the blue player archetype just keeps on reviving itself.
We cry out.
Keyword Soup Man. Keyword Soup me well. That's Barrier, Faded, Overwhelm, Elusive, Spell Shield. Good shit. Nice stuff. Good stuff. Nice thighs. Let's swing.
By my hand will Noxus
Eventually.
Grand General.
You have Elusive. Yes. Okay, I think I'm just gonna do this then. Because the 5/4, if it hits the boat, is fine. It's not going to hit Swain. If I try to buff stuff, I can't actually kill the Swain with this. I'm going to hold the 3/2 back as a fearsome blocker. Perfect high roll on Pantheon. Pretty decent high roll on Pantheon. Because I can still target after this resolves. Pale for Faded. Maybe. I'm tempted to commit this, though, just to see if they do anything. They take 9, then I miss out on a couple of things of damage, it's true. You could also technically heal that to save it from boat happening, or save it from the current boat. Small 4/3 Pantheon. Unfortunately, relatively small. Do I save that from the boat? I have 2 blockers. But Spell Shield's just really annoying for them, to be honest. Only brings it up to a 5/5 though. Yeah, we'll just do this. We'll just do this because they have Demacia. I think now stance swap on the Pantheon. I mean, yeah, I have to do some kind of fading on this. I think we take it. I think we just take it. It wasn't really going to be worth. unfortunately. So that's spell shield away. Barrier is still on there. Let's give you a nice health buff, I think. Become big. Very big. Also, Udyr levels. Yay. He's also big somewhere. Somewhere the Udyr is big. That's a pale. Okay. I mean, inner base and inner based. I'm not based. Inner beast is fine. Already has the regen. Oh. He already does. That's okay. Let's pass here. Do I want to force a burst speed draw? Currently it's not catastrophic, so I don't think we need to. Lane's still at 4 of 12. You're getting blocked. We're taking 3 damage. No, you're all good. Don't worry about it. I have already experienced the worst of the backseating today into some pretty egregious misplays, not gonna lie to you. So that I definitely deserve a bunch of them. Fix them, and Sandsworn doesn't matter. It's +2. It has elusive, so they need to kill it outright. Let's take a amulet. Just in case, on the very small off chance that you have any Ionia elusives, which you're not going to have if you're running Swain. Is that a thing that I think it is? Yeah, it's gonna do disintegrated here. Flock, I don't have Mikhail's, so it does resolve. Goodbye, Pantheon. Goodbye, Pantheon.
They should thank you.
I guess one pale is probably not a bad idea. Though I can still bank and cast all of it in the next turn. Sandsworn on that is kind of silly. There's a guiding touch. Well, okay. Guiding touch me into anything. That's very useful. That is incredibly useful. Haha! Please get the same keywords again.
By my spear.
You got elusive and lifesteal this time. Oh, that's fantastic. We like the extra lifesteal proc on that. A whole bunch, in fact. That's very good. Not that it actually super fucking matters. Honestly. Oh, an Unforgiving Cold! What a top deck. And to do a surrender. Now our next Pantheon just has more keywords. It did indeed become extra CP. Fantastic! No, Spell Shield is kind of annoying. It is. The barrier and the spell shield off of the last one was pretty good. But I was actually overexcited about the heal because I was like, oh, we're healing versus Swain. They had barely done any Nexus damage to me. So I actually didn't need to think about that as much. But we got a good Pantheon Udyr. So that's very exciting. And we've hit the end of my deck submissions for today. This is your pet deck that you use for gold climbing, so I'm glad I did stuff in Masters. It's Fated is just fucking solid. Fated is just solid as a mechanic. We also got a White Flame deck from somebody yesterday. I didn't quite get big White Flame out of it, but 2 Fated decks in 2 days in a row. It seems like the Fated is people are liking the Fated a little bit, which I appreciate. So I think that I'm going to call the stream there, since we have hit almost 3 hours now, and I got all of my submissions done that I currently believe that I have. We have one from Nowhere to Be Found in the queue, and a couple of, I still have a music request from Florida Man Dan to do All-Star on the piano, so gotta actually kick up the pace on that. I let the tournament distract me for a bit. So good night, everybody. Thank you for coming by. Appreciate all the follows. We're so close to 1,000. We're so close to 1,000. It's not even feeling real. But yes, I'll be off tomorrow, and I'll be back on Thursday and Friday this week for more Terra. For Demacia. And I thank you all again. Let's go find somebody to raid to pass on these lovely raids from Puffball and Aikido here. And usual shit. Who's in the category? Who wants to get raided? Once again, a small category, but there I am at the top. Fuck yeah. Okay, let's see. Who do we want to go into here? How about About this person. Ranked fun. We shall prove them all that it's not ranked fun. 42nd, maybe? Oh yeah, 42nd is actually a good raid target, I think. How about that instead? Do like to spread around the raids though, so we'll do someone else the next time. But I'm going to send you all off to the 42nd, and thank you all again for joining the stream this evening. I got tilted, I got wins, I got misplays, I got some fantastic raids from lovely people. Happy 2023, happy time zone to you. Hope to see you again in a future stream if I haven't been flooded out of my home, which I don't think I will be. But catch me on Thursday being very wet and cold, probably. 45 LP Masters is a solid stop. I did technically climb today, so yes. Good night, everyone. Thank you again for joining.